from social medias. From, not social medias, from fucking... There it is. There it is. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I was waiting on. Okay.
Okay.
Refresh.
Are enemies actually gonna show up this time?
No.
There they are.
Let's go ahead and fucking
Yeah.
share.
Let me show you all compassion by burning you alive. Stupid indigo lantern.
Really? That's all you fucking do? Waste time.
Log in and tweet. Okay, tweeted on LGG now. Just
Which, by the way,
Discord.
Jacques, yeah, I guess you missed out on one of the endings for Sekiro.
Well, I might as well do the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Lazy Gaming Guys, and we're playing South Park some more. Okay.
Yay, we're here. We're playing South Park.
I mean, because you knew about, or I'm assuming you knew about missing the one because you can't get both.
You know, I'm sure you can't get like two different endings, I guess.
Well,
so.
I meant when like when Owl is all like, "Hey, betray Kuro," like whatever you choice is or whatever you choose is a different ending.
Oh yeah, I already looted Token's house when I came here and got his father.
And I mean that one was
Wait.
Yeah, when you start the battle and he's like, "Hey, you know, obey the iron rule."
Oh, okay, yeah. So I could have betrayed my
That's one of the
master at that
endings.
point.
Yeah, that's one of the endings.
Wait, would I be done with this game if I did that?
I don't know. The guy that I'm watching didn't go for that ending right away. He's like, he saved before that, and then he's like, "We'll go back to that later." But
I might do it on this playthrough, actually.
But the other thing is, immediately after the owl battle, you have to eavesdrop on Kuro in order to get like the best ending.
Oh shit, I didn't do that.
Yep. And then you have to talk to him and Emma like a crap ton, and then you've got to like go talk to like the sculptor a crap ton, and then like you're on the path to actually getting the best ending. You're getting like the middle of the road ending.
Oh.
Like it's not the worst ending, but it's not the best ending. Okay, I gotta go get my iPad. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We joined the. We're about to become part of the Freedom Pals. What a terrible name. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as Coon. It's. I don't know. Coon and Friends is still worse.
Coon and Friends.
Yeah, Coon and Friends is still worse.
Yeah, no, Coon and Friends is still worse because it's also slightly racist.
Yeah.
We just thought he should switch because Coon and Friends isn't going anywhere. Oh God, see, the new kid came to me and said, "How do I quit Coon and Friends?" And said, "I hate Coon and Friends." I decided to help him out. You get anything?
Oh my God. Crap.
Trust them, Doc. They can't see what you've been working on back there.
What if the new kid really wants to switch?
We can see if the new kid's intentions are pure. We're sending Tupperware.
Why is Timmy Professor X?
You can help him with that mission.
I don't need backup, especially not a noob.
Easy, Tup.
Come on.
Remember the Freedom Pals motto.
Yeah, retribution, but with inclusion.
I'll send you the
Retribution
details.
with
When we get
inclusion?
there, we can begin. In the meantime, I must get back to my work.
Oh boy. Okay. Sorry I haven't been on here in a while. I just started school. Okay.
Oh. Well, who's here?
Cecilia.
Oh, what's up, Cecilia?
Okay, don't need to do that, but I need
I
to
have
pull up my
unlocked the Freedom
FAQ.
Pals.
I have been up running errands all day, so I am very much so going to be tired and less.
Screw errands.
Whatever.
Errands are for the weak.
Even though I can't really say it's 100% a decent excuse because I've been doing the same thing.
Julian, I went to sleep at 5 and woke up at 4. I woke up at 9.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been like
Yes.
I went to I went to sleep at 5 today and woke up at 9:45 to go to like to run errands.
Oh, that's not that bad. I thought you had gotten less than that.
That's like
Yes, I've worked
what?
8-hour shifts on that. I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying that I thought it was less.
Training room.
I'm just saying that I'm not gonna be at
Can't
100%
access
today.
this right now.
As a
I
result.
don't have DLC.
And hello, Cecilia.
You gotta prove yourself
But-
before we can do that new
Oh man, you know this controller is like a hell of a lot better than the other controller. Holy crap! It feels so much more responsive.
Selfie with his new ally.
Take a selfie with Butters. Yay, me and Butters are friends. Hooray.
Great. Not so fast. Prove that you really want to be here.
Like holy crap! It's like this. I don't. Can a controller be can a controller be
Close there.
described is it described? I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I'm like to that tired point where it's like words don't sound like words anymore. If that makes sense. Like where it's just like normal. I'm pretty sure it's describe. Describe. Yeah, description. Describe. Okay. Yeah. Can a controller
Oh
be
my God,
described
seriously?
as? Can a controller be described as smooth? As feeling smooth? Because this controller feels smooth.
That's because it's new. Like, that's what happens
Make
when you get a new
changes. Let's
controller.
see here. Butters out. Mysterion in. I already know what frickin'. I just gotta make sure to test everybody's powers. Make sure I know what I'm doing with these new people I got.
Okay, where's... To the IGN wiki. Or to the IGN FAQ.
combat mode engaged.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, all right. That reminds me, Scott. Did you hear that they put out the release date for Final Fantasy VIII Remastered?
Yeah, comes out September 3rd.
I am totes happy
Okay.
and angry.
Which, by the way, I was more shocked and surprised at what was announced yesterday. Because did you see that one?
No, actually, unless I'm forgetting.
Where it was like, oh, Yakuza 3 is on PS4 now, available right now. And then Yakuza 4 comes out in like a few months, and then Yakuza 5 comes out on PS4 in February, and then that's when it gets a physical release of all three on one disc. And it's like, oh, yeah, the entire Yakuza franchise will be on
Anybody knows it's
PS4.
so to contain all these images and pain. Oh, because I kinda. Wait,
Stereo.
what?
Stereo.
I think somebody should call like the police.
Today, you cross paths with the wrong immortal fourth grader.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what bruises are you hiding?
Here comes Tupperware.
Here comes Tupperware. Fucking.
Yeah, like, that doesn't sound good.
Swap spots to gain.
Like, I think, like, honestly, I don't know what I don't know what you're going through, but my advice seems like I should be giving you the advice to call the police.
Booyah! You're dead.
Yeah, we got this, you guys.
Ah! Oh god, I've been shocked. Why am I shocked? Oh right, I got tased. I forgot.
Unless you got the bruises another way, in which case
No, shush, stop. Stop.
I mean,
Stay
hey,
where
you
you're-
do. I mean, if you got the bruises another way, well, what you I gotta say, you do you. I mean, like, I'm not gonna give advice, it's just 'cause I don't know how you got those bruises, but you know, until I know how this occurred, I'm going to remain silent.
No.
And just say call the police.
No mercy.
No mercy.
Okay, I can't figure out where this last terminal is.
Stereo hits hard.
Attack sequence engaged.
Let's see here. Turret.
Ah, you jerk.
Death by Nerf gun. Nerf gun.
Nice teamwork, Super Pal.
Wow. He killed the police with a Nerf gun. It's kind of sad.
Okay, where is this last? There it
Just
is.
gotta kill
No,
4 more
that's not
police
the terminal.
officers. Okay, now that we did that, we gotta fast travel over to the school.
Need to get somewhere.
So we
Face
can
of
make,
school.
Quickly.
so we can help, what's his face?
I need Superman.
Fast travel.
Yeah, I don't
How is
like.
Superman not breaking through that?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely say no. You should like whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to deal with it. You should call the police. You don't have to deal with it.
I agree with Jacques on that one. Like, you really shouldn't be having bruises unless you're like playing a sport or something like that.
Or other
Then,
stuff.
I mean,
think
you know,
established
it
it's
kinda
not other
happens.
stuff.
Lasers.
Only Jacques does that through other stuff.
They get lasers. Yeah, shit. Hit it. Touch punch.
Because you shouldn't.
I mean,
because you shouldn't.
Because, like, no one should be hurting you or anything like that. Unless
Yeah,
you're
no-
trying to hurt someone else.
In which case, I would just say maybe don't try to hurt
Don't
other
try to
people
hurt that other
unprovoked.
person.
Unprovoked.
But,
For Fourthy Scum, you guys are
Hey,
kind of
stupid, what are you doing? Besides, you know, tearing up
don't you
couches.
call her stupid? She is an adorable creature.
She's been tearing up
Yeah.
couches. She's gone, but she went from like chill all day to nutburgers.
If you excuse me, I have a balloon to piss in.
Who to torment? I choose you.
Julian, you should be nicer to Chia.
Yeah, she's better than you.
You won't see
Yeah.
it coming. It's only gonna get worse.
If Chia could speak English, she'd be replacement.
And if she could shart.
But unfortunately, Chia, but if Chia could speak English, she'd be far too good for this world.
What is this conversation?
She would be.
Truth.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say that I am very, very, very tired of seeing all the crap about Spider-Man
Cute trick.
Oh yeah.
Dad.
playing Sony.
Take your medicine.
People were still bitching about the fact that Sony bought Insomniac.
No,
No,
God,
not
no.
that. No, Jacques.
that Sony and Disney couldn't come to a deal, so now Spider-Man's out of MCU.
Oh.
Because basically, Disney wanted 50-50%, like 50-50, and Sony was like, no. Because you're already getting all of the merchandise rights and everything else, like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Disney being
Or,
big greedy.
like, we'll do a 70-30 split. And
yeah.
then,
Disney was being greedy.
and then
Jesus.
basically everyone's like, how dare you, Sony, boycott Sony, because, like, Sony wouldn't take the 50-50 deal.
Yeah. No. Like that's dumb. I didn't even hear about it. I just heard the Spider-Man thing. And
Yeah, I've been hearing
Yeah.
all about it.
Like, yeah, I just heard people say the Spider-Man thing. Guys, you all stream Final Fantasy 8, please.
I mean, I'll be playing it, but I don't know if I'll stream it. Maybe?
Cecilia wants you to stream Final Fantasy 8 as well.
I might. I mean, I enjoy it. Which is more than I can say most people say about that game.
I like it. I like it. I just haven't touched it in so long.
It's because people don't like that game.
I mean, I've got to see what they add and stuff like that. But I'll also probably be going for the Lionheart, like, immediately.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah, so understand Scott's gonna immediately try to break the game. Understand this. There will be no tension after a while.
What do you mean? Well, okay, to be fair, if they add the stuff that the other games, Final Fantasy games have added in the remakes, like, we're already
they
gonna
gonna
break the
stop
games.
it. Oh, they made it even easier to break.
So, Jacques, Final Fantasy VII, lets you use unlimited limit breaks.
That's not the easy mode though.
It doesn't disable anything. You can turn it on and off. Final Fantasy 9 lets you do 9999 damage to every enemy for every attack you do.
What? Wait, I mean, for like, at what point in the game?
You can turn that on instantly. What are you talking about?
Oh,
like,
God, what? Like, Jesus Christ!
it's so much fun.
God forbid.
But again, you don't have to turn it on, Jock. Stop bitching. Like,
No.
it's
No.
not like, oh well, God forbid, if it's in the game, I immediately gotta turn it on.
It reminds me of like freaking Donkey Kong having this like mode where it literally just plays the game for you, and it's like, well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, but there's a difference between the game playing itself for you and you just being able to be a badass through the game.
I like being a badass, but I like working for my badass. That's the thing, you know, just like.
But the other thing is too, this is also an RPG, whereas Donkey Kong's not. So if you want to just explore the story and everything else, that's the way to do it. And there's still, like, you're still getting something out of the game versus something like Donkey Kong, where
let me see if I can
like the whole point of the game is playing it.
Let me see if I can really explain this though. Like, the reason why I'm just not a biggest fan of that kind of like game. Oh shit! I didn't even look at what I just
about them having optional things in a game.
No, like
well, regardless,
I feel
at
like
the end of the day,
a lot of the time, I feel like with like lately there's been this emphasis on like making games easier because games were just like, you know, just too hard.
But it's not making the game easier.
I mean, no, I mean like, well,
like it's a completely optional thing that you don't have
I know it's
to do.
optional. I know it's optional, but pretty much like I don't even not games, just like in general with society. What was it like? This has been this trend of people avoiding hardship, or not hardship. What's the word? Just like
my God,
something like,
it's
you know,
almost like,
something.
you know, it's almost like the world's beating you down enough. You want to try and escape away from your shitty life, so you're like, oh,
bro, dude, like, listen, just hear
struggle.
me out, bro, just hear me out on this, all right? Like the thing is just like there's been this trend where, like, with just young people, especially just mostly like younger people, where it's just like if they come across any semblance of a challenge, they turn away from it, and like it's not their they have no responsibility to take on a challenge. It's the world's fault for even presenting them a challenge in the first place, kind of attitude that they have towards things. And it's like, and I feel like just like the gaming industry kind of encourages that when they make game modes that just like make things super fucking easy like that without you having to do anything to get it. Just just turn it on. You know, I mean,
why does it hurt you though?
What does it hurt anything?
So then why complain about it?
I just feel like it's something. I just personally feels like that mindset may not be something that we would want to encourage.
Maybe not everyone wants to have a struggle all the time because life is hard enough, and they just want to be able to enjoy the plot of a game without having to like get to a point where I spent $60 on this game and now can't get through it. But I really like want to experience it, but nope, I can't.
I don't know.
And I wish there was an easier mode, but nope. Like people with this mindset of it harms me for you to have an easier mode.
It's not that. It's just like I say. It's like again, like I say, it's not that I like say it harms me. I'm just saying like whenever,
you're sitting there saying that you believe that it's harmful for them to have this.
Okay, so what I'm saying is when I see people who legitimately can't even cannot take any kind of like negativity to the point where they have to, the point where it's like that you have to police what you say, what you do around them, or they hurt their feelings because they have this idea of like the world needs to be kind of their world, everything around them needs to be set up in a way that coddles them. That's just something that I don't.
That's not coming from this.
I feel it. Like, okay,
Like,
you know what?
wow, I want it in my virtual games.
I'll admit that I could be wrong on that. I'll admit I could be wrong on this, but I feel like making it to where games have the super easy moves, again, when it essentially play themselves at some point, it's just an extension of that.
No.
It's an extension of
God
No,
forbid
that's not it at
someone,
all.
you know, have a relaxing time while playing their games and it not be Dark
I mean,
Souls.
there are relaxing games out there, you know, but these games originally they weren't these relaxing games. They were games you had to like where the whole point of them was like learning the system and learning how to use the system.
But not everyone likes that.
Well, then,
Like, just because you do, you're sitting there saying that everyone has to.
Well, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that everyone has to. If you don't,
You
if that's
kind of
not your
are,
thing,
though. You're literally...
If that's not your thing, then don't buy the
But
game.
you're
That's the thing. If
literally
that's not your
saying...
thing, that's
But
not
then,
your thing,
okay,
then
what if
don't buy
every
the
game's
game.
like that? What if the majority of games are like that?
Are the
Why
majority of
can't-
games like that? Most games are pretty freaking easy nowadays.
But you bitch about that too. So then,
I mean,
where's the
not
point?
necessarily.
Like,
I just actually no.
every game
Actually,
should be harder. Like,
no, I actually
because
don't bitch
I
about that.
demand
I
it.
don't typically. I don't typically try to play those games that are like that easy. To
But
me.
at the same
Like,
time,
you know,
like,
I
what
don't-
about a game like Final Fantasy or Persona 4 that you want to
mean-
experience the story, but you just can't do it? Like, you physically are just not capable without grinding for hours and hours and hours of experience that you
I
just
wouldn't
don't have
say
the time or the
physically,
energy to do.
mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say that like you are just unable to do it. I mean, really, I feel like when it comes to basically any game, even the From Software game, it's just how much do you want it, you know? And like at the end of the day, I mean, like that's the same argument a lot of people have. That's why a lot of people say you respect. They will tell the developers respect gamers and put an easy mode in Sekiro because it's like.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
because-
again, I don't
because
think
they're
that,
like, you know, I played-
every game... My whole argument is that not every game needs it, but at the same
Probably
time,
Final
if they're
Fantasy
adding
X.
it, why are you bitching about it?
I'm just
Like,
I'm
just
saying,
because they added it as an additional feature, meaning that the developers wanted to add it to
I'm
assist
just
people.
saying if you're
Like, you're
what
sitting
is
there
it?
like, oh, how dare you? Like,
I'm not saying
you're
how
just
dare
feeding
you.
this horrible
I-
mentality.
I'm not. Well, I'm not saying how dare you. I'm just saying
Yes,
that
you are.
like
You're literally saying that they're feeding this horrible negative mentality.
I'm saying that it does encourage
Which
like a
means
sentiment that I
basically
don't
that you
particularly care
shouldn't be
for. But
doing
you gotta
it.
remember you gotta remember, Scott. I'm saying I don't like it, and I'm saying I don't like it, and I feel like it, and I feel like it encourages a sentiment that I don't particularly care for. You know, but
Even
like,
though
again,
it doesn't hurt you, you're like, nope, it shouldn't be happening.
I mean, am I obligated to like it?
You're going down, sissy.
No, but
Well, then
You shouldn't
that's
bitch
it. I
about
don't
it
like
either.
it. Well, I'm just giving the same opinion. I don't like it. That's just it. Like at the end of the day, I'm not like I'm not gonna say we should boycott the game. People shouldn't buy it. I'm just
yeah,
saying,
but as soon
they
as
put that in
someone's
there,
like,
I don't like it.
it's got this mode in it. Oh, I hate that they're doing that.
Well, I mean, I'm at the very least
elitist.
entitled to that. I'm at the very least entitled to that opinion that
You really
it
love
takes
cheeseburgers? I do, but
But
no,
I'm
like, you're being elitist is what you are.
I don't
You think that your way of playing games is the proper way of
well,
playing,
I don't.
and
no,
that
I'm
anyone
just
that
saying,
doesn't
like, I
agree with you
don't-
is wrong.
My whole thing, man, is just like I feel it's the same way. Like I don't like that a lot of people were bitching at freaking From Software because Sekiro was too fucking hard. That was like, I mean, the thing is, it's just like,
but
yeah,
they were
it's
also a bunch
buy
of
it.
people that don't play games.
I want to also
So,
chime in. The people
you know-
from Software know that their game is difficult. And
Well, and
they're
they
making
usually
it for a
don't-
specific
and
group of
They don't
people.
usually listen to those people who bitch about, oh, it's
No
difficult.
idea what you're dealing with.
But yeah, they're making
we
it for
made
a
it that
specific
way.
group of
Thank you
people.
for reminding us
Thank
how,
you for noticing,
how
yeah.
well made our game is.
Right. But Like, not every company is From Software. Not every company. Like, a lot of people just want to sell games to the mass majority.
You know, I mean, listen,
And
like,
again, you don't
listen,
have
I get
to
it.
play it on that difficulty. You don't have to use any of the enhancements.
And also,
I
it's like, because
listen, I know.
it's not the fact that, you know, it's like, also, the whole thing of, you know, like, the thing that you're saying kind of sounds like the thing that most people bitch about with old people, where it's like, young people these days don't know how to do anything. How dare they not have basic
Jacques a
skills
baby
in this
boomer in
and basic
disguise.
skills in that.
I mean, dude, like, legitimately, like, I'm not against easy mode in games if, like, people, again, if people, what was it, if the game, like, let's say the game was, has an easy mode in it, it's fine, but, like, the whole thing is, although
You
I'm still
literally
against,
just complained when I mentioned that the whole thing in Final Fantasy 7
that's
and
not.
9.
That's more than just an easy mode. Like the
But it's also something you can turn on and off at will.
It is something that's. I get that it's something you can turn on and off at will.
You don't have to do it.
But what was it like? The thing about it is, when it comes to like putting an easy mode, like having the different difficulty modes in the game, like a really good game that has difficulty modes in it will find a way to maintain like the spirit of what makes the game. That makes sense, like in the sense that like it's like
spirit that makes the game.
I mean spirit. Oh man. Okay, let me use something more technical because I was trying
like
to.
Final Fantasy 9, the plot is the spirit of the game.
There's more to it. I mean, there's more to it, and this is coming from me, a person who doesn't really play a lot of what was it? Like turn-based RPGs. But like, there's more to. I mean, honestly, dude, I feel like you just don't want to try to see.
No, Jack. I'm listening to you, but also I'm not. I'm talking to you. You're not making any sense.
All right, so pretty much this is just like when you play a game, you are signing up to like do a specific like challenge. You're signing up to do a specific like learn a system. Like a game. No, what I'm saying is, okay, a game is all about, and like, tell me I'm wrong. Well, if you tell me I'm wrong on this one, I'm just gonna be quiet, I guess. But is a game not all about learning a system and learning how a system works and using that system to benefit you?
No.
A game is about having fun.
A game is
supposed
to be for entertaining. It's like if you find a challenging game entertaining, that's good.
No, but if you don't, what game?
Anybody can sit down and do a crossword puzzle.
What game
but the fact
do you
of it
not
is, it
like
doesn't matter if it's
learn
entertaining to them or not. They like crossword puzzles.
No, I'm saying what game do you like? What games out there do you like not like learn a system, like not learn the rules to the system that they set in front of you? Like, what game does not do that? I'm going to
color a dinosaur.
Huh?
To color a dinosaur.
Yeah, even that has simple rules. You take colors and you like color it in. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
So okay, so Jacques, there's rules to a movie. There's rules to anything.
Like
if you're going that technical, but even then, according to the rules of the game, these are available options.
I mean,
so like, even with your argument, these are available options according to the rules of the game. Should you not use everything in the game to your disposal?
I mean, like, I don't know. Like I said, I suppose, man,
clearly intended it to be there. It's not like it was some hack that was added or some glitch or anything else. The game developers fully intended it to be there. I will give you that, but at the same time, they like the reason why I can't help but think the reason why that they put it there is because they think that the current but you're also interpreting
might be less inclined to deal with what the game had to offer in the past, so they decided to water it down a little bit. Well.
But you're also interpreting through your own worldview what the game designers are wanting.
The result
I can't speak for the game designers either. because they're their own people and make their own decisions
I mean,
based on
the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, like the whole thing is, like I said, like the whole thing, pretty much when it comes when it comes to it is like if I can watch a let's play instead of like like doing it like if I'm gonna choose to like just beat everything in one hit throughout the entire game and just go through the story, and like, I could just watch a let's play, and in that case, I could save $60. I mean, like that's all. I could save the whole $60.
But you also want to play it, like it's still playing. You're still interacting. You're not watching a let's play, and at that point, Jock, why buy any game? If I can watch a let's play of any game.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like Sekiro, like watching a let's play of Sekiro is very different from like playing Sekiro. Like playing,
is it?
Like I don't. Yes, it is.
Mean,
like you.
The only thing adding
I'm gonna
game.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you on this. This is definitely semantics.
The only thing adding quote unquote fun to you is what you get out of the game.
I mean,
what you deem fun in the game is the challenge, which is fine.
Is that
but at the same time, what other people deem out, I'm having just as much fun watching a let's play.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I mean,
more fun, which means that to me,
there you go, man. I mean, like I say, there you go on that.
So I'm getting the same amount of enjoyment from Sekiro that you are watching it.
I mean, like again, like
where's
I say,
the fun in the challenge?
But here's the thing:
I don't have the challenge.
But I mean, that's the thing. Sekiro isn't for you. Sekiro isn't for you, and that's fine. But Sekiro, like, you're not asking Sekiro to water itself down or dumb itself down so that you can.
But you're asking other games to challenge themselves up.
I'm not asking games to challenge themselves up.
You're saying that if they don't, then they're going into a toxic fan base.
Why? My question is why are they like doing? Why are they like watering like a lot of games?
Because some people have to be able to play these games. What about a person with a hand?
A lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have a lot of time.
Wow, Jacques. Okay.
You know the one problem with JRPGs these days and why people aren't playing them as much?
No.
If I didn't want to play Sekiro anymore, I just put it down. And that's just it. Like, if Sekiro became too much for me,
that's Sekiro, a game that was created to be difficult.
That's
the average game.
I'm using Sekiro as an example.
But you're using a purposely difficult game series.
If No Man's Sky was, if No Man's Sky, if I found the space travel and sci-fi, the way they did sci-fi in it, interesting, but the game too difficult, I won't play it. I'll watch Let's Plays. If Outward was too difficult or I just didn't enjoy the gameplay, but I enjoyed like the aesthetic or something else that I could consume without.
Not everyone wants to watch a Let's Play, and you've also then got to rely on. Is the Let's Players that you enjoy playing this game? Are they? If not, then you're out of luck because you have to listen to like some little shit sitting there. So now you can't enjoy this game. Period.
But honestly, listen, there's somebody playing a game. If you don't like a Let's Player,
what about something like a disabled gamer that wants to at least try and feel like they're playing a game?
I mean, I would give you that, but there's a disabled dude that plays with his mouth that's better at Sekiro than me.
Shit.
You know, there's a disabled.
Not every disabled gamer is that good.
There's a disabled dude. I mean, shoot, not every non-disabled gamer is like that.
But
good
what I'm saying is, you immediately are just like,
there's a Smash Bros. Player named Broly that could kick my ass any damn day. You know, he can kick most of our asses any damn day.
Immediately are like, nope.
What does this argument have to do with the fact that the game?
No, all I'm saying is,
you arguing the fact that a game giving an easier mode is bad.
Like saying this. No, I'm saying is like saying, what about disabled people who want to play the game?
Because Jock basically says that if the game is too hard, you should just watch a Let's Play instead of them also having a developer-intended easier mode
What I'm
But
saying,
you know, they
what
can't
I'm
have
saying
that.
is,
They
what
shouldn't
I'm
have that.
saying is
These
the
people should
games.
just watch someone else play the game that
Literally,
doesn't
Jacques,
suck at
you're
it.
literally Jacques.
What I'm saying is, no. Listen, again, like I said, I'm not against one. Like I said, I'm not against any kind of easy mode in the game.
You said you have been. Like you
What
literally
did I
said.
say specifically? What did I say specifically?
You said that it feeds a toxic
No,
mentality.
no. What did I say specifically about the kinds of easiness in games that I don't like? Games where they damn near or even essentially play themselves.
But again, you don't have to do it. That's the whole point. You
I just don't see if you
to do it.
What I'm saying is if you have
Like
to
I don't
if you
get
play
this
a game,
mentality because
no,
you
what I'm
literally
saying
don't
is-
have to do it.
No, listen. What I'm saying is,
What does it matter
wanna
if
play
they
a game,
spend their $60
listen,
because they want to
again,
play this game like this?
By the way, all I've said, like I said, again, I'm not even trying to make some kind of movement or say that they shouldn't do this. I'm just saying I don't like it. You know, I'm just giving my opinion. Basically I'm just saying, how dare you? You basically told you how dare you have that opinion. But
No,
like
you
the whole
literally
thing-
said that it. No, you didn't just
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I don't think they should do it." You literally said that it feeds this
Yeah.
mentality.
You did.
Yeah,
Which
I don't
means
think
that you're actually talking
but that's
about
still my
them
opinion.
not
That's still my
being-
opinion.
Like,
That's
no,
still my
you're
opinion.
literally talking. You
No, I mean,
took it out
pretty
of your
much my whole
opinion,
thing is, I didn't know.
and
Like,
you
it's
made
still,
it something bigger.
Scott, the thing is, that's how
Instead
that's
of
not
just
still
saying
my
like,
opinion.
"Oh, I don't like that."
Basically, it's basically, Scott, instead of just saying, "Oh, I don't like this," I say, "I don't like this because," and then that's it. I didn't say I don't
Because
like
it
this
feeds
because
something
this and
that's untrue.
No,
So
you disagree. So okay, so you disagree that it feeds that. I think it feeds a mentality that
I just don't get how it harms you.
challenge. I mean, it doesn't. I just don't like it, and I'm just expressing the fact
And
that I don't
don't
like
play
it.
it.
I
Don't play on that
That's the
easy
thing.
mode. There's the
If you feel like
solution.
it's like, why do you? It's like they want to add it, they can add it. They want to add it, they can add
Okay,
it. The fact that you don't, the fact that
You
don't
know
like it's
what?
kind
You
of
know what?
irrelevant.
That's fine. That's fine. I just won't express my opinions about that anymore. That's it. That's fine. That's fine. When I don't like something, and I'm not gonna say why I don't like it. I'm gonna say I don't like that, and then just to spare everybody the whole argument, I'm just not gonna say why I
No
don't
one's
like it.
arguing
I'm
the
just
fact that
gonna say,
that's
I don't
not
like
your
this.
opinion. It's just that it's the fact. It's what
I'm
you
not
were
saying it's not your opinion.
No, I
I'm
mean, that's
saying
just
that
saying.
because
I'm
you
just
went
saying.
far-
It's just like pretty much you're saying because I went further than I don't like this. That
Then you
means
have
that,
to be able to back it up.
Well, I mean, you disagree with
Because
me,
you
but
went out of the realm of opinion.
It's like pretty much like this thing. I'm not saying that I can't be. I'm not saying that I can't be wrong in thinking this, but this is what I think, and that makes it my opinion.
That's like that you have to understand that your reasoning is flawed.
Your opinion was
I
I don't
mean-
like this game because it makes it too easy. That was the
I mean,
opinion.
the whole thing, this is like the
The
whole thing is you
it
guys,
feeds a
you guys
toxic
haven't really.
mentality.
Because
beyond that.
Jacques, I want to use an example that doesn't help your explanation. Okay, so
Okay.
in every Persona game since 3
Uh-huh.
actually, they put in a thing
Uh-huh.
where it's like, oh look, there's this easy mode, and literally in its description it says for people who want to enjoy the story. Because remember, for a lot of games, some of these have stories which take a while. And to be honest, I wish if I had done that, if I had used that option before, I would have beaten Persona 5 a lot faster than I would have. And then let's say there's a game like and say freaking even what's it called? Come on. Trying to remember through other. It's like there are some difficulties where it's like it's not meant to make the game easier to piggyback people. It's made to be easier so they can enjoy the game without having to invest as much time into it. Because they understand that a majority of the video game players these days are not freaking people with a lot of free time anymore. It's like the people who buying the most games are people around our age demographic who actually can, are too busy to filter their money into these games. And then it's like unless you are a streaming person like us, and then even so, it's like we stream once a week, and then look what's going on with you with Sekiro. You don't. It's like you can't really give it all the time you want, and it shows in your gameplay because you don't give it the time it needs.
But
it needs. But if the,
I see. I get what you're.
but that's the thing.
Listen,
With
man. I get what
Sekiro,
you're
it's
saying.
supposed to be challenging and supposed to give it the time and the time. You're supposed to give it all the time to hone your skills. But for some games, some people don't need the time to hone their skills. They just wanna, they just want to experience the story and enjoy talking about the story parts, because the gameplay bits for a lot of these games isn't the same level of, I have to play this and say, I beat this because I, used all my skills and whatnot.
I mean, listen, like the. Oh, shoot! I think I lost track of what I was about to say. Give me a second. Hold on. Fuck. I had something, but then Julian continued to talk about what he was saying, and then I kind of let it. And it kind of went out of my head. Shit.
I don't know. I'm trying to give you time to think about it.
Yeah. Hold on. Fuck. See, I hate my stupid brain. It does this shit all the time. It's just like, hold on to something for
we
like
don't
2
have
seconds.
that same issue. Like,
Yeah, but but this is my brain. I can bitch about my own brain.
I know. I'm just saying, like, don't
Like-
beat yourself up too hard. Like, we all have the same issue.
Alright. Let me see.
That was my plot. My point was, don't beat yourself up too hard. Like, we all have the same issue.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But-
yes. Okay, so I remember what I was about to say. So when it comes to that, I mean, like, honestly, and this is gonna sound kind of cynical. I mean, and the reason why I'm saying like kind of cynical because, yeah, I mean, when it comes to like things like that, honestly, I feel like when like game developers do they like, let me use the most extreme like example of this, that Donkey Kong game that legitimately had a mode where you just like press a button and
Even though technically
the game
with
just played
Nintendo
itself.
games, can you really use
Well,
the-
yeah, because Nintendo games, especially something like Donkey Kong, is made to also appeal to young children that
I
might
get that,
be
but
their
I mean-
first game.
See, I get that in a way. I'm just using this as somewhat of an example, but this applies to a lot of games that just like make it to where it's like, yeah, you just put on this mode and you just like go through it.
Oh yeah, I already
you know,
ran Nicole's house. When I
easy.
got
Yeah,
my father
but
out.
even
But anyways,
then-
I honestly, no, I'm just saying, it's just honestly like it just
I'll let
they
you
really
finish your point.
that really just seems like freaking game companies cleverly trying to find their way into your pockets. And what I mean by that is, oh, what you can get the you don't have like time to put towards a game, and but you so you can like watch you can, let's say you can get the same amount of like whatever, like let's say you like, again, the Donkey Kong example, you can get the same amount of experience from doing that as like from watching a let's play as just pressing that button and watching the gameplay itself. Like, well, okay, we're gonna put this in here so we can still get your like $60 whatever, but like you can still quote unquote play the game, and
But
it's just like, I mean,
Even then, like, let's take that example. You can get the same amount from watching a Let's Play. But they clearly still bought the game of their own free will. And they clearly
they did.
used that mode of their own free will.
I mean they did,
So
but
at the
I
end
mean,
of the day,
yeah.
it was their choice. It wasn't some cynical game company. It was
their choice.
literally
No, I'm not
their
saying-
choice.
I'm
to
saying
sit
like
there
this
and
way
go-
of looking at it. By the way, I'm saying this way of looking at it is cynical, more as like
But-
the game company itself is cynical. However,
Right, but at the same time, like, it was it was still their choice. Like, the game company wasn't like, oh, you have to do this. But I also I don't care for the Donkey Kong one of literally it plays itself with no input from you. I think that's really extreme. But you know what? No other Donkey Kong game did that after that point. So clearly
Yeah,
the
I
fans
mean-
didn't like it. So,
I'm glad we drew a line somewhere on that. It's just
but at the same
like,
time, like, the fans will tell you when you've gone too far.
like, what was it? My whole thing is, if like, what was it? If you don't need, especially with like how like we mismanage our money constantly in this day and age. like you don't have to spend the money without doing anything illegal. I'm not telling anyone to pirate games. Not telling anyone to pirate games, okay?
No offense.
Making that clear. But if you don't
No
have to spend
offense,
the
but
money,
I don't think you're
don't
one
do
to
it.
talk about mismanaging either, since you're just as bad as the rest of us.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and I'm trying to get better. This is the one reason
I know.
why, like,
I mean, I am
okay,
too,
okay.
but at the same
I
time,
want to
like...
hear Jacques' explanation with this one because,
Okay.
Go ahead, Jacques. Keep talking.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't like have to spend, like, if you don't have to spend the money, like, again, don't spend it. Like I said, I'm not promoting piracy. Do not, like, this is not. I'm talking about legally. If you can watch a let's play and consume something, like consume a game the same as you would by playing it on this easy mode where you press the win button and then win, like, basically, then honestly I don't see the point in. I feel like you're spending $60 to watch something that you could have watched legally.
But even then, you're also using, like, an example that's a very extreme example.
That's true. I
all you've given is the Donkey Kong one,
but
which
I mean,
nothing is as easy as that.
Like, I don't see too much of a difference. I don't see too much of a difference as just like whenever you come across like any boss fight in Final Fantasy IX, you just hit them once, maybe twice, depending on how big their health, how much health they have, and you're not in really any danger, and you just like hit, you just kill them. You just like easily go through the game. Is it 9999 or is it 999 that you do?
Oh my god,
9,999.
I just noticed that the store clerks are giving me the side eye because I'm black.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. So wait, which one did you say it was, Scott?
9,999.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there are any enemies that have 1,000,000 health. But yeah. So pretty much just like so you're just like going in and you're just hitting an enemy.
But at the same time, like, you are still actually playing. You are still going through, and you can turn it off, which means you don't have to be playing that the whole time. You could just have that one boss that really just you cannot beat. You know, that one boss that will cast like zombie on everyone and then just instant death you if you recover it. You know, that one boss that you just really think is a pain in the ass, and turn it on for that fight because you literally just can't beat that fight.
Oh man, the guy.
You don't have to have it on the entire game.
The one guy, hold on, just want to be sad for a second. The one guy that managed to stay sane in this like town full of crazy people, the Sekiro, turns like insane later, and you have to kill him, and it's sad.
Oh my gosh, you actually paid attention to the story. Holy crap!
That is surprising, actually. No offense.
You know, he's actually a little bit tougher than the other villagers. He took a few more hits.
God, where is this last bug? I just need to find this bug.
But
hey, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I particularly, and I'm not against. I'm not even trying to say like, like the game industry shouldn't do this. I don't think they should, but I mean that's my opinion. You know, like, you know, I don't.
Clearly, your opinion has been outvoted by other people's dollars.
I guess that's fine. You know, I guess that's fine. Like, but personally to me, I mean, like. But
again, my argument is, it doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. You know, because I'm like,
so
no,
if it's not hurting you, calm down. Like.
Wow.
You know, I mean, like I say, like no, it doesn't.
I mean, that's like, you know,
but...
the argument with the gay marriage or something. Like, is it hurting you? No, then calm down. Like.
I feel like gay marriage is definitely very different. So on that one, because like, what is it? Like,
is it?
The reason why? Okay,
it's not really. Like, it's the same argument of it's not really hurting you. Like, if someone wants to have an easier time playing through a game because, you know, life's shit for them anyway and they just want an escape, doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong for it just because you want a challenge.
I mean, well, no, I'm just saying. I'm not even, like I said, not even against that. I don't particularly like care for the practice. I want to say that when it comes to that.
Right, but why be against the practice when it
What
doesn't
if it
harm?
hurts? What if it hurts their mental health? I mean, I don't. I'm
What
not.
mental health?
I'm not.
If someone
I'm
doesn't want to
not.
be challenged, that's their
Good.
problem.
Was I'm not.
Yeah.
Was the word like certified to say whether something hurts someone's mental health or not. That's why I'm not even gonna
Oh
like
wait, that's a
touch
question that
that
was
one.
asked. Okay, I'm about to say
Yeah.
something.
So, yeah, like, well, Julian, you have chat right in front of you. How am I seeing that before you?
Because I was playing the
That's,
game and I didn't look at the chat
that's
before
true.
it was said.
Like,
It popped
God,
up
I
on
can't
chat while I
find
was
Oh,
doing
gay
something,
marriage.
so I didn't see it before you
Well, I
said
mean,
before it
what
was
is it?
said.
Listen, I want to say this, and this is my view on like homosexuality in general. Just like people, homosexuality is a part of nature. It is a part of nature that has existed
Jock's just
longer
like
than human
ass is
society.
ass.
Like the existence of human society. I'm sorry, like what was it? I have to say the same thing to the fucking vegetarian hippie that weeps at a lion eating an elk. That's fucking nature. Get over it. You know, that's that's just like they have it's a natural part of nature. It happens because nature says so.
Party in the evidence locker after. Hey, we're under assault. Wow.
Today is the last day of the rest of your life.
You know, I don't know. I don't even know how common knowledge it is that pretty much like if it's an animal, it probably does gay stuff. Like I don't know how common knowledge that is for people though. I don't know. I remember. Well, then again, I grew up in an evangelical household, so like that information was kept away from me for a very long time.
I think I'm ready.
You talk as if you're not surrounded by people who do the same thing, except just not in the extreme as you.
That fucking tweaker shocked me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see. I don't know. Like, Julie, did you know that? Like, did you know that like most animals, like, well, like practice homosexuality?
You won't see me coming.
Julian, did you know that growing up, or did you not know that growing up? I should ask.
No.
'Cause I sure as hell didn't. I sure
No.
as hell didn't grow up.
No, and if I didn't
growing
look,
up.
no, to be honest, if I didn't really look, if I didn't find out about it through the internet, I wouldn't have actually known.
Okay, well, see, like, I
And the fact and the knowledge of it doesn't really change anything.
but the reason I'm saying because like a lot of people say it's not natural. No, it is by definition natural. like it is by definition. I mean, like Julian, remember that one line that you always laughed at in freaking what was it? I forgot what the name of the damn movie was, but it was like with these two like male dogs started having sex. In the movie,
Oh,
and the guy was
fucking
like,
fucking Legally Blonde 2, where it's like
Legally
your
Blonde 2,
dogs are gay.
yeah, that see,
It's like
well,
she's trying to explain the fact that their dogs hooked up with each other. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like the whole thing, like the thing that's kind of funny about it was, like I guess to me back in the past was that gay dogs was funny. Now that I learned,
Jacques, the
dogs
situation of
can-
how they didn't understand it is hilarious. That's
yeah, I mean,
the
still,
hilarious part.
the joke is still hilarious. The joke is still hilarious regardless. But then there was the thing that I was like, realized, like, no, that's also an actual thing. Like there are there are gay dogs. You know, I mean, and there's still a lot of people who argue that like animals aren't like gay, and that if so, there is an instance where I'm not going to say who I had these arguments with, but I've had these arguments with people, with actual people that I was sitting face to face with, like in person. So it's not an internet like argument, but like where they would literally just like whenever I would bring up like an animal that practiced homosexual activity, they would say that like they were manipulated by humans or some shit. I don't know. They were big on conspiracies.
Where is this coming from?
I don't want you saying shit, Julian, because you're gonna guess who it is.
Where is this coming from?
Hmm?
Oh my god, this has gone completely off
What?
the rails now.
Oh no, that's because Daniel, well, we are Daniel. You're right, but that's because Daniel was like, what if it hurts their mental health? And he says, I'm talking about gay marriage. And I'm like, well, you know what? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find some way to get over that because that's
you know what
again
hurts
part of
people's
nature.
mental health? People.
What?
People.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You know, most people's mental health is caused by
Yeah.
bad mental health caused by dealing with others.
I mean, the argument, the argument, the argument I gotta say to that is, what was it? Yeah, this. But what was it? The argument I just gotta say to that is, like, I'm sorry, the world can't be what you want it to be.
Just get over, Jacques. Just get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, specifically in the case
Let's apply it to
if
other
you think gay marriage, specifically in the case, if you think, like, gay marriage hurts your mental health, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get over it.
Oh no. Did I blink in the last
Like,
round?
that's it.
Okay, I already took a picture with the mayor already. Did I take a picture with her aides?
Well, okay.
Yes, I did.
What about if they're mentally ill people?
No, we don't get
Or
paid
what if
enough.
they're toxic to each other?
I can't help but worry that this farting kid will blow up in our faces.
I mean, what do you mean? Like, who's
once
toxic
again,
to each other?
Once again,
I mean, that's
if that's-
just like a different
Getting
issue.
married.
do you guys think you get paid enough? Get over it then. I think you're going off the
definitely different
rails
logic.
on that one.
Definitely different logic. Like, that's why I say specifically for the case. Like I said, cause honestly, somebody getting mad about like gay marriage or gay people existing. That's like, again, getting mad getting mad because you saw a lion eat an elk.
Bye.
I mean, like,
Like,
am I wrong? Am I wrong, Scott? Am I wrong on that one?
I'm staying out of this.
Like,
Because you know, it's like this is it's
This
like,
is between you and Daniel right now.
as a gay person, this is a loaded question. The loaded question where it's like,
I don't
I
mind
don't
it.
care. People tell people to get over it because guess what? People are still here.
Because I've only gotten 4 hours of sleep
You're
within the
being wacky tonight,
past.
Jack.
I guess so.
You have
I've
no
only gotten
idea
4
how
hours
many
of
times
sleep.
I've had to loop Jack back.
Because-
I've had to loop Jack back into explaining what he's talking about. What
Oh
he's
yeah,
trying to
you know,
say.
he's right. Because you guys gotta remember, I've only had 4 hours of sleep within the past 30 or so hours. So I'm pretty fucking tired.
I've had to reel Jack in to freaking remember what you're talking about because he would randomly jump to a topic that would sound similar, but it actually is nothing similar to what he's talking about at all.
You know, you're probably right. Now that I think
beetle?
about it, like, yeah, I probably am completely like not coherent right now.
I just want to find this damn beetle so that I can finish this level
I can
off.
imagine that. Again, lacking a lot of sleep.
Why can't I find this shit? Where did the beetle go? Why are the beetles not here?
What? Excuse me? What's happening? Oh my God. Okay, I need to go save Cartman's mom from apparently the hookers at her house are not the hookers, the strippers at her house are they hookers? I don't remember which one they are, but you know, I gotta go do stuff.
I gotta go, pig.
I'll see you later. All right.
Did you watch that movie yet?
Fuck.
Invader Zim movie. That's from Julian. If you'd seen
Oh
it yet.
yeah, I've been
so busy.
hearing about that.
I've been so
Is it
busy.
good?
I liked it. As an Invader Zim fan, I liked it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I didn't even have to get Netflix to watch it.
Oh, how'd you watch it? Wait, it's on Netflix? How'd you watch it?
Running game in my territory.
Shh.
Okay.
Don't ask questions.
Then I'm gonna take this
Oh, I see. Bad with other people.
Well, okay. It showed up on YouTube for a few hours.
uh,
Am I fighting this
Someone
guy
on-
by myself? I'm fighting this guy by
Someone on
myself.
another Discord I'm in was like, "Hey, look, it's up on YouTube. Watch it quick before it goes away."
I'm fighting this guy by myself. Okay.
But I really want to buy it. Like, so I'm really hoping it gets physically
know.
released.
I'm just gonna go.
That way, I
ahead.
can actually support the official release.
I'm
I just
get
don't
up
wanna
and
give
open
Netflix
your
my money.
guts.
hand to convince these ladies to work for you, Daddy.
Oh, I got a slap hose. Okay.
Where is this?
About to be a bitch's bitch.
I don't know where
Jesus.
this thing is.
I gotta slap hoes to get them to work for me. This is hilarious. I forgot about this part. Oh shit!
My, those women are strong.
She just slapped the fuck out of her.
You break it, you buy it.
You showed they're the best option during these streaming wars. Yeah, but after my account was hacked by people from India, I'm like very hesitant to go back to them.
You going to
You
a
go back to who?
place, baby.
Netflix.
Oh yeah, freaking one of my friends, her account got hacked by somebody in freaking Zimbabwe
Stuff, Daddy.
or some shit.
Plus, to be fair, right now, like the only streaming service I'm using is Verve, because I pretty much only watch anime at this
Give it
point
time,
anyway.
it'll pop up on
so,
Verve. Like no, Netflix has exclusives. Never mind, they're fucking assholes.
yeah.
No, you know what?
I mean, like I
this.
have nothing inherently against Netflix, to be perfectly honest. It's just that I don't have
think
money
Netflix
for it right
has
now.
I think Netflix has. One thing I like about Netflix is they take chances, and sometimes they produce shit, and sometimes they produce some pretty good stuff.
Well, well, they're not dumb. I
Most
bet
of the time
they
they do
knew once
shit.
they got Invader Zim, they were gonna freaking get honey.
Oh, Daddy, thank you.
You could get
Yeah, but
hacked
what
in
was it?
Verve
Most of
too.
the yeah, most of the time
I
they
mean, yeah,
produce.
but it hasn't already happened to me.
Most of the
but
time,
at the
Netflix
same
produces
time,
hot
like-
garbage, but at the same time, well, actually, no, hot
No,
garbage.
the
Let me
rest
rephrase
of
that.
what I was gonna say was at the same time I can only afford one streaming
Stall.
service right now, and Verve is gonna be it because literally I pretty much only watch anime. Like
Yeah, what was
Netflix
it?
didn't have a whole lot that I was wanting to watch other than like the Godzilla trilogy, Rocko's Modern Life, which just recently came out, and that's it. Like the Invader Zim movie. That's literally all that was on Netflix that I cared to watch.
Hey, man.
So
What
Verve
was
was
it?
just kind of like my go-to. If I could only keep one, that was it.
Oh, they're just.
Let me get my thoughts together. Wait, what was I saying?
Hey, wise butthole here.
Like Julian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like most of Netflix originals are painfully mediocre. But then they have but then they have sometimes they'll have hot garbage like Neo Yokio, but they'll have some really good like content, like really good originals sometimes. And it's because they take so many damn chances.
I fucking love this game. Fucking you coming to you fucking going you fucking I just got done beating up a pimp and now
Okay.
I have hoes which I have took
Oh,
trophies
okay,
with.
okay. You guys can hear me. Julian's just completely ignoring me. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. This is crazy.
Julian's been ignoring like a lot right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I fucking react. I'm sorry, this game is distracting.
Like no
Oh.
chat, no nothing, Julian.
I
Julian's
already read the chat. I'm the one who read Verve get hacked too. Oh my God. But I was ignoring Jocko, I'm going to admit that.
S.
Need
You
some
expect a
workout
lot from me.
fighter? Celebrity discount? Well, not an actual discount.
Oh wow, I have $60 again. Wait a minute, did I buy that T-Mobile? Do I have that T-Mobile contract? That D-Mobile contract, I'm sorry, that's what it's called. It's D-Mobile contract, because it's stupid. Because this game is kind of stupid like that.
Damn. It's one into me, dude. Just like.
Why? Oh crap. Excuse me. I will be right back.
The shark's
So
coming.
the next Breakfast with Lazy Gaming Guys is coming. Don't worry. Like we will be putting out
Okay,
another
awesome.
episode soon. Like I promise.
Now I wonder if I can do that to this dude. Let me see. That'd be cool if I could like use that technique on him. Yes, you can sit and hear me and Scott argue about some other fucking bullshit that don't really matter for. That's basically what this is. That's basically what Breakfast with Lazy Gaming Guys is. It's just like us talking about something. Wait for me and Scott to disagree about something, and Grab some popcorn, let it roll. Am I wrong?
Kind of. Where is it? Patreon dollars. Technically. It'll be out soon.
Shit, I forgot to do the thing I was trying to do. Let me see. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try.
God, that nigga is
What's-
stupid. I can't stand him sometimes.
What?
Steven.
What,
Calling me
what,
like,
Steve,
nigga,
is
you
Steven
know
at your
I'm
house?
streaming on Wednesdays. Why are you calling me? I thought it was an emergency.
Oh.
Soon means anything. It'll be out next week. It'll be out before the end of August.
See. We've had time and scheduling constraints. Well, I've had time and scheduling constraints. Because certain people decided to change my schedule and change my schedule completely and make me work like crazy amounts of hours between mornings and nights. And apparently I agreed to it. I don't remember agreeing to this, but I guess I did. Oh wait, I forgot. I agreed to that 6 months ago, technically, because Walmart can just like, hey, we can just get
Oh, I
for
can't.
no reason because we're assholes.
Oh, I can't do it.
There we
That's
go.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't use ninjutsu. I can't use ninjutsus on freaking ghosts.
See you
Stupid.
next time.
Because they're ghosts.
Mhm.
You have to use genjutsu. They have no physical form. You have to use a magical. You have to use the more magical jutsu.
Fuck
Not the
this
physical ones.
mission. Like, fuck this mission.
No. Physical is taijutsu.
I am, like, literally
Awesome.
done with this freaking game right now.
We're at the repetitive point of nonsensical repetition.
No. So they give this giant hub world planet. There's 6 of them.
Oh Jesus.
And they're just, like, really, really boring. But they give these missions on them. And one of the missions right now is find these 5 bugs and bring them back. And it's like, great. I found 4 of them, and I have no idea. Like, I have scoured this planet for 10 minutes now, trying to find the last one.
Lego Batman 3?
Yeah, Lego Batman 3.
We're here for the community service.
Which is a great game,
Some of the local
but
children are here to sing for
screw
us.
this mission. Like, screw 100%ing this game and getting the Platinum Trophy.
For now, anyway. I think you need to stop playing it. I think you're driving yourself insane.
I love to play my triangle,
I need to do this. I'm at 90.7% of the game.
It cheers me up
It's these stupid hub worlds.
and makes me smile.
That's the issue. Like, all the regular missions were fine. It's these stupid hub worlds. All for
So
Assault Bug.
guys,
I don't even know who that
guys.
character is.
I really. Okay. I've been messing around with Sekiro after I got this controller. I really don't want to be that guy.
It cheers me up
Yeah. See, some of that
and makes me smile.
issues where I was saying this wasn't registering in time and all that stuff. Might have been my controller. Might have been my shit controller. Like,
Yeah, but you
legitimately.
can't blame Jacques' shit gameplay.
I'm not trying to say that I'm good at this game. I'm just trying to say that, like, when, like, some weird shit happened that I couldn't, that I was like, why did this happen? Legitimately, it's definitely going a lot smoother right now.
When I am sad, I love
Like, my parries are definitely a lot better.
Well, you're also playing through a second time.
No, I mean, like, enemies that I just had, like, complete issues parrying before, I'm
But you
not
should be
having
getting
issues.
better at them now.
Oh, that's
Like,
true.
the whole point.
But
Like,
okay, so pretty much what I'm saying is last time when I played this game, I got bodied by not bodied, but I had issue with the enemy that I very easily just took down because it was like, yeah, I was parrying everything they did.
but you should be.
Okay, what I mean is Last time I did it, now I'm not
That's called
instantly.
growing
It's
and
instantly. I mean, Scott, that's literally Rome being built in a day is what I'm saying. If that's just growing, that's basically like I just fucking became like what the was it became level level 20 from 2 in the day.
I mean, maybe they had a pretty easy pattern that, like, you had been able to figure out the first time.
So
Like,
wait,
while
are
fighting
you
the first
saying
time in
okay?
time.
So are you trying to say that it's definitely my controller definitely had nothing to do with the fact that I'm actually doing a
I'm not
little bit
saying it
better right
didn't
now?
help, but you're sitting there like, oh, I'm
No, I'm
like
saying
doing way
what I'm
better
saying
now.
is what I'm
Like,
saying is it
I
might
don't
have
think
had
it
a
was
little bit
all the
to.
controller here, Jacques. Like,
Well, okay, I
I
don't know. I'm
can't
not
say
gonna
that the
have the
controller was helping
controller.
you out and doing you any favors, but at the same time, like,
You
you
know
can't
what?
blame it all suddenly on the controller.
There's a very easy way of figuring this out. Actually, I still have the broken shit controller right here.
You can't
I just
really
need to
tell.
plug it up because I can't
You
hold
can't
it.
really
I
see.
just
You
need
can't
to.
really see what you're talking about because you're not doing anything.
It's still sad that, like, you're still not gonna be able to have a real controller for a while.
Well, well,
Like, if only this had happened during a sale.
What the fuck?
Actually, no, you found one for a really good price.
there we go. Okay, so I the controller connected instantly.
Are
so
they throwing their
start.
colostomy bags at me? Ugh.
But yeah, like, I thought you found a really good price on a controller last stream.
What was it? Dude, I
was like
legitimately
$30.
I can't afford it. I cannot afford it. And also, it was for like 40 something, I think. But yes, God, I legit can't afford it. Like, you can ask Julian. I told him about told him about my finances. I can't do shit. Like, basically, Scott, this. I balanced the budget.
Oh.
I have like $60 out of like my 2 paychecks I get a month. $60 to spend on food, gas, any expense that's not bills. Both paychecks is just $60 a month.
Talking about how much of your finances you actually can use on stream.
Oh shit. I mean, it's just my money. Everybody knows I'm broke as shit.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, it's not like it's a secret that I'm broke. Well, Julian,
still, you can't. Still, it's like it's like I don't think you should be really talking about how it's like the exact amounts and everything.
I mean, Julian, like my screen name is broke ass nigga, and I don't think it's gonna hurt me for everybody to know
Julian,
that I'm so broke.
You and Jock sat here and talked about like backstage stuff that we shouldn't have been talking about last stream about Patreon and everything else.
Wait, we were talking about stuff on Patreon?
Oh, about changing.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, things we probably shouldn't have been talking about, you know, on stream. In front of everyone?
You know what? I'm gonna say fair, but
we didn't give details. I just said we're changing it.
We didn't give any details. No. He's talking about like the other
thing that
thing,
other people thought was awkward.
Oh. Okay.
Oh God.
Our bad. Definitely our bad. Definitely our bad.
I mean, so it's like it's not worse than that.
I'm now confused.
Like if he feels like talking about his money, then
I'm now confused.
He can talk about his money. It's not like he's giving out his bank account information.
Julian, do you really not know what we're talking about?
No idea.
I will tell you later. But actually, I could just at least say this: it came up during the time I said we need to. It seems that we may need to start censoring ourselves more. Julian?
Huh?
Go into specifics.
Oh,
yeah.
We're not going into specifics about anything currently. Like, that is not for stream discussion. Even though Julian and Jacques seem to have thought it was last stream.
Oh, he did.
Where is this stupid bug? I swear to God, this bug probably glitched out of existence.
Are you sure you're not radioactive, Professor?
Because this game is not very stable. I don't know where this bug is.
Oh,
But I'm
God.
afraid that if I, like, leave this area and try doing the mission all over again, that I'm not gonna find the other 4 bugs that I already found. And then I'm just gonna be, like, doing this forever. All for a character I don't even want. I just need for the platinum.
Heal, buddy.
On stream today, no. No bueno.
No, he's talking about how we just
Oh, shit.
mentioned it. Just mentioned it again, but yeah, it's like we were talking about how we mentioned it last time. I can't stand there.
Yeah, I mean, technically Julian and Jacques... Like, I was just bringing up the fact that we mentioned backstage Patreon stuff. And then... I was trying to be vague about things.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to, but Julian legit did not remember. Like, he had no idea what we're talking about. I was just like, how can I tell him this without saying it?
Oh, crap.
About it. Because Julian's a fucking memory of a goddamn goldfish and forgets every goddamn thing.
Coming from you,
Hey, I at least understood what he was talking about.
you understood what he's. Yes, you understood what he was talking about. I can give you that, but don't sit here and lord your better memory over me, sir. When you
But Julian,
you forget
like, here's
shit
the
all the
thing.
time. Don't even give me
Julian,
that.
you forget like but Julian, you forget like things like entire people that you have met.
I meet a lot of people. I'm very social.
Hey, if they don't make impressions, then...
Like I'm just saying, like
Things
Julian
are
will
changing.
like,
Watch the podcast. You'll have to wait
will
and see. That's all I can say about that.
Like
I'm not
Julian
gonna be
will
like
legit,
Julian and Jacques and start spouting out stuff.
Julian will like legit meet somebody new and like completely forget their face.
I mean, I do that. Most people do that.
At the very least, I'm not gonna forget your face for like a couple of years.
Yeah, I remember faces. I just don't remember names, conversations.
You definitely
Oh
don't
God,
remember
he's dead.
Because like you definitely don't remember faces all the time. Because I'll send you like I'll say, hey, yeah, you remember this dude? And you're like, no, I don't remember this dude. And I'm like, yeah, this guy. Here's a picture of him. Yeah, I never met him. I was like, dude, you literally hung out with him for like entire day. I don't remember him at all.
You know, you can hang out with somebody for an entire. You know, Jack, I've hung out with people at cons for an entire day, and I don't remember their names. So, you know, just.
I mean, not names.
That
I'm like,
just
legitimately,
shows how boring they were.
No, like legitimately, I showed like I would show like Julian, I would show you a picture of their face.
Where is the stupid bug?
Yeah, Grandma, get frozen.
It's time to unleash my greatest weapon.
I just want to find this bug and finish. Thanks, guys. Oh, are you leaving, or? I know you're up in Chicago, having fun.
I think he's saying thank you for what we're doing.
Maybe,
Suck it,
but
Granny.
I know he's up in Chicago with Riggs,
There we go.
the infamous Riggs.
Oh, the one who went to
Honestly,
Olive Garden.
honestly,
and brought the children's
guys,
menu.
Honestly, guys, let's be real. We get the best like ratings and everything when we're arguing with each other. We just like every like stream just find something to argue endlessly about.
You know how hard that is.
Not hard for us, Julian.
We have to always
not
have something
hard
to
for us.
argue about, and then just always have something to argue about, and then you know it's like.
Like Julian, like name a topic that you and I haven't argued about.
Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll enjoy the Patreon stuff.
Yeah, it's just me and Julian. It's just me and Julian arguing about something for like.
Really,
like an hour.
you and me. I could have sworn most of the time it's you and Scott having these conversations.
Julian, I'm saying like name something that you and I haven't argued about.
I think these villains are about ready for a taste of Turtleneck Mark III.
Oh my God! Shut up. my god, token.
Yeah, there you go.
We're trying to get out of here. Oh,
See,
sorry,
Julian can't think of Julian can't think of anything that we haven't argued about. Get
Is
something we
this
haven't
stupid
argued
bug.
about.
Both of you arguing is a way you're saying both of you arguing is what you're saying. Is that the bonus show?
Yes, it's legitimate. It's nonstop argument action of me and of me and Julian and sometimes Scott.
Sometimes, Scott. Usually, what are you talking about? Like I've said.
Sometimes Scott joins in. Okay, let's say me and Julian, or me and Scott, or sometimes all of us.
He also said take a fucking reading class.
I'm reading the comments off this thing and it's broken in pieces. What do you want from me? Off the television, it's broken in pieces. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We want you to be able to read, baby. Nah, I shouldn't say that joke.
Out of all of us, Sean.
That's a new show. Me and Jock are gonna sit down and watch a Hooked on Phonics episode.
Get hooked on phonics. Maybe some reading Rainbow.
I remember I had this like asshole employee. I had this asshole
Where is
like
this
coworker.
goddamn bug?
I had this asshole coworker and that I worked with at Target when I worked at Target, who just like you just found hilarious to try and get the reading Rainbow opening stuff in people's heads. He was just constantly saying it.
Until my next pill, kid. Let's do a picture.
So they just forgot that they beat me up.
I forget something like that.
Can someone just tell me where the fuck this bug is?
I'll have a nurse help me find you on the CompuSave.
I have a
no
feeling
offense, Julian.
Did they say I'll have a nurse help you find you on the CompuSave?
So you'll have to do. It's picture time.
CompuSave? He didn't even say CompuServe right. Wow.
Thanks, kiddo. I'll look for you on the Rec Center's AOL.
AOL? Oh, Jesus, no. Why is there a picture? Why is there
What's wrong with AOL?
No one uses AOL anymore.
I use AOL.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
AOL was dead
Every time I
before you started
like,
getting internet right. Before you started
Okay,
getting internet.
I'm sorry. Like I legitimately almost believed it when Julian said you use. When Scott said he used AOL.
You seriously?
Why, Shock? Yours is the one that goes out when you put on the toaster.
Professor Chaos. I have kind of a problem, new kid.
Okay.
You know all those immigrant minions I hired? Well,
Like, out of anything, mine's actually been the most stable for streaming.
I didn't get paid enough.
He's right.
No,
Back
I
at
mean-
my parents' house, it wasn't stable. I
Sure.
cut out randomly.
Well, okay, you know what? My internet's good. It's just what was it? Okay, guys, my internet's good. It's just freaking like the wiring in my house for electricity is terrible.
Well, after this Florida trip, it's back to telling these internet people off and switching.
No, Jacques, I never would have guessed that the wiring in your house was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, turning on the microwave always shuts down the power in my house. That's just like a feature.
But no, like the reason why like I believed it for a second though was because freaking like I remember Scott you still use Internet Explorer for years. I was like, dude, Internet Explorer is like stop using Internet Explorer.
It's perfectly fine. Like,
Sure. After all, you spared me from servitude to a race of
unsync your toaster from the Wi-Fi, Jacques.
You guys wouldn't take pictures with me until I bought this
Shut
stupid
up.
product.
outstanding.
Julian, not everybody's obligated to take pictures of you. Jeez, freaking.
But no, like, I
Yes,
remember
they
back
are.
in the day when I, with my first laptop and I had AOL,
Of course.
like way back in the day, and I would look at porn all the time and get viruses. And what I would do is I would just use the data recovery disk and completely wipe the hard drive and reinstall the operating system.
Nah,
A lot of extra work just.
I would do that every time. Like, it was great. That was
Sounds
my
like high
way
school to
of
me. Sounds
like
like
that
high
was my
school.
way of fixing my computer. Was just like, all right, like delete everything,
Yeah, no, it wouldn't really matter
reinstall
when
it,
we did it
and
because
we're done.
wouldn't really matter when we used the computer because you know if you think porn was the issue that our computer
I would just
the laptop that me and
yeah,
my brother
I would
shared was a
just
problem.
use,
No.
yeah,
No,
I would just use
no
those
one used,
AOL free trial discs.
yeah, no one used porn on that for that computer. No, 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 no. That
So you got
laptop
the
was specifically
LimeWire.
used for one thing and one thing only.
What was this one thing?
LimeWire.
So much
Oh,
LimeWire.
so other porn. Yeah,
No, no.
Nothing more dangerous.
Well, I
than
don't know
porn.
what. Well, I can't vouch for what Steven did with it, but you know, I know that pretty much most of the time I did it was freaking using
Remember
LimeWire.
this one time? Remember this one? Okay, so I remember this one time, freaking in high school. This is hilarious, dude. Like me and my stepdad was trying to like download. I forget. I think it was like the Nutty Professor movie or something. I forgot. We were trying to download a movie. I forgot. It was like I think it was an Eddie Murphy movie. I'm pretty sure, but it might have been like I'm going to say Nutty Professor, but it might have been a different movie. We downloaded the movie, and I don't remember how this like ended apparently, but Mr. Roderick apparently does, my stepdad does, because he's like we downloaded this thing and it turned out to be like this porn video, and so me and Mr. Roderick were just like shocked to see that. And Mr. Roderick said, "All right, well I'm gonna go do something else. Delete it when you're done." He just like
And
he just
Jacques
leaves.
was like, "No, wait, I need some other dude here to jack it."
Okay, you know what? Too far. Definitely too far that time.
Really?
Why?
Really? Unlike all the times I get the gay jokes, the
Gross.
sharks, the gay jokes. The sharks.
Okay, how often do they make jokes about you having sex with family members?
We didn't say you had sex with him. We just said you jack it while he's in the same room.
No, gross.
Besides,
Right, that's actually too far.
like, that's not blood.
No, still gross.
Japan says that's perfectly fine.
No. Wait, who in Japan?
Hentai artists. Hell, even pornos in the US say that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with jacking it with another dude. Exactly. Jacques seems to be, like, very ashamed of it.
Oh shit. Well,
I swear this bug must be, like, non-existent. I found him! I found you, you little fucker! Get your ass over here.
I hate this video
Found
game.
your,
I
found your
actually,
glitched ass.
I actually remembered this one, and I had to go and practice so I wouldn't fuck this up.
Oh, come on. I found your glitched ass where, like, get your ass out here.
I like to do it back to back, jack to back.
Huh. That was a good one. I liked that one.
Fucking damn it! It was damn it. Okay, fine. It was a good. It was a good one, but still, freaking puns are terrible and are lowest form of comedy, and anybody who says otherwise is foolish.
I can't be on social media with someone in your economic class.
They are, but they're funny.
All right, step up. Everyone's a winner except for the poor.
oh. Ah shit.
And boom.
Because you know, no matter how much I like puns, they're the lowest form of comedy, and they're terrible.
Only 52 more gold bricks to go.
They took our dare! They took our dare!
Took our dare.
I thought we were back with their gender choice and sexuality and stuff.
Yes, Bolt.
Well, we'll fight
So
get
the
John's
gold
back
bricks
and
are
make fun of them for their self-identification. Okay.
They took our dare.
Took our dare. Okay, let's have Stan in here and Mysterion.
Which, by the way, like, PlayStation Network has a bunch of stuff on sale right now, and I had to, like, tell myself I'm poor. Like, be like, no, you're poor.
I don't have to tell myself that. I don't have to tell myself that.
I mean,
Because I am.
like, if I don't tell myself, then I'm gonna be like, oh, that little bit of money you have in your account. Let's just use that.
He took our minion jobs.
They took our minion germs.
I mean,
I know the feeling, Scott.
like, it's so tough. Like, they've got the Phoenix Wright trilogy on sale for PS4 right now for $20, and I'm like, I want to buy it.
Still never played Phoenix Wright.
But it's still only $10 cheaper than normal, so I'm like, I can't justify it unless it's over 50% on sale. And even then, it's like,
at all. If the game costs $1, oh shit! If the game costs $1 for me to get, I couldn't justify spending money on it right now. Ah, damn it!
I mean, that's just you needing a better job. Like, even my crappy hours still gets me enough to be fine.
Well, that's because it's because of different things. Now, see, now if I continue talking, I'll get into stuff I shouldn't talk about on stream.
Get in there, new kid.
Because then it won't be just about me at that point.
Show no weakness.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Like, it
Okay,
still doesn't
so
change the fact you need
your
either
attack
more
reaches-
hours or a better job.
Like, well, yeah,
Like, it does not change that fact, Chuck.
it does not. You're right about that. It does not change that fact.
Like, even without you
do
going
this.
into
I do do
details,
those
it does
things.
not change that.
No mercy. Enemy down.
But
But shit, I did not mean to do that.
you can always be a Walmart shill like Julian. At least he makes reasonable money.
Yeah, he's the only one that's actually able to move out on his own.
Ugh, yeah, and I'm still struggling.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, you get paid well enough.
Well,
I mean, to be fair, if I
well,
was
I'm not, okay.
full-time,
I'm not
I would
struggling.
probably
I'm
be
comfortable.
okay.
I'm comfortable as long as they pay me.
I only work here.
They
As long as they
legally
keep paying
have
me the
to.
same amount. They pay me any less, I'm screwed.
Well, that's kind of how a budget works. Like, if they pay me less, I'm in trouble.
Oh crap! I'm gonna kill. Oh god! I'm gonna kill my friends.
But no, like, I actually have like a little bit of extra money this week, and I'm like, no, you save that money. Like, you do not sit there and go, oh, I have a little bit of extra money. No. I already spent some extra money this week buying some stuff from Pokemon Worlds, but
It's time.
so I'm like, no, that has to be the only extra money I spend.
Oh, Stereon's so much better.
Period.
Don't use his special because his special kills him, and it's stupid, and I hate
Want
it.
to see my hammer of chaos? Push me.
But get back here, Green Loon turn.
That was some quality chaos.
I need to unlock you for a trophy.
Lo siento.
Oh,
Even
the
though
time
to me you're
expired,
just-
so he just takes out the foil and runs off. Okay. No.
Yes,
we're not
I
doing this
know
again.
it's not duck season. Yes, I get it.
Sorry about your turn.
Is it rabbit
Thank
season?
you, Green Loon turn.
You got this, butthole.
Green Loon turn. The Green Loon turn is so hilarious.
Couldn't have done it without chaos.
What? Green Moon Turn? Like,
It's Daffy Duck as a Green Lantern.
what? No, not even gonna. Don't care.
I don't know.
It's a comic book.
I just know that he is in this game
Gosh, I feel
as a
bad
Green
for having
Lantern.
enough minion jobs for those fellers. But thanks again, new kid. Who knows?
What the
Maybe we'll start
fuck?
our own Legion of Evil supervillains one day. That'd be pretty sweet, huh? Bye.
Gravity is weird in this location.
You know what else is weird?
I mean, there's a lot of things.
What's something have to do with you?
No.
I mean, I think we're all a little weird. Not gonna lie.
We're gonna talk about us.
Which, by the way, September 2nd 's the Steven Universe movie.
Oh yeah.
It's like the boy doesn't even. It's like the boy forget.
And then September 3rd is when Final Fantasy VIII comes out.
So happy.
And I can't wait. Like, that's probably what my little bit of extra money will be, is the $20 for that.
Now, what to get it on?
I'm getting it on PS4 currently. I'll probably get it on Switch eventually as well, though. That's what I did with Final Fantasy 7 and 9.
My minions and I will fight by your side anytime, butthole. Hashtag Professor Chaos. Wow. Don't stream Final Fantasy Set 8.
Why? I will be playing it. I don't, like... That's not a debate. I'll be playing it on my own. I don't know if I'll stream it, though.
Julian, have you found out how you fractured your butthole yet?
Ha, ha, ha,
I'm just
ha,
gonna continue ignoring Jack. It makes my life easier.
You're welcome.
ha. Wait, I'm not done. Ha, ha, ha. Ha.
Hashtag no Final Fantasy 7 stream. I think it's the one
Final
streaming
Fantasy
7.
Did Scott already do a Final Fantasy 7 stream?
Yeah. Final Fantasy 7's, like, Cloud is named after Alex in my Final Fantasy 7 file. And Daniel is Barrett.
Catch you later.
Huh.
No Final Fantasy 8
I never
stream.
thought that. I never thought of Daniel as a.
It's like,
I never thought of Daniel as a large angry black man.
With a gun
You know,
for him.
person. Yeah.
He's a big black guy with gun for hand. And then I think Alpha was,
You know, Alpha hasn't been around for a while.
Alpha was, I think, Red 13.
Alpha does stuff on Wednesdays.
He does stuff on
stream.
Wednesdays.
He records his whatchamacallit, his
D&D.
D&D thing on Wednesdays which is actually pretty entertaining. You all should watch it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I watched episode 1.
Like 4 episodes.
I need to catch up on a lot of people that I follow. I am behind on a lot of people's stuff.
Okay, there's something else I was supposed to do besides help Butters. And I can't remember what it is, because my mind is drawn every single morning.
Let's play as a better green... Like, I don't need a green lantern. Let's play as a better lantern. Let's use... Sinestro. Yeah, let's use Sinestro a bit. Instead of Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan? That idiot. Damn it, Chaos Minions?
Nobody.
You guys are idiots. You're freaking masters on my team. You know, he's gonna beat you up. I'll make him fight you.
Gosh, minions, what gives? Your check bounced. Chaos minions want to get paid.
Your check bounced. Okay, that's pretty funny.
Oh no. Oh. Goodbye, Sinestro. I need Superman again. Because Sinestro can't walk through toxic waste.
Comic-Con or something? Those are some pretty low-ranked superhero costumes.
But no, next week I've got a different game to stream. Which I can't wait.
Special effects on 1980s Doctor Who.
Next week is Metal Wolf Chaos.
I gotta see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in San Antonio when that comes out, so I gotta wait till I get back to play it.
Well, you could forget it.
This might get ugly.
I already pre-ordered it here.
Oh.
Here we go.
You little cosplayers need
But
to
yeah.
work on stunt coordination.
Because I really can't wait to play that game. Although, like, if I had the money, I would buy the digital version that's already out, but... But I also want it physically, so...
Okay, now what?
I'm kind of glad that I balanced the budget after I already bought that game, because I would not be buying that game if I didn't. If I did it before.
No mas, no mas.
Okay. Julian finds the words no moss hilarious.
It's like he's on fire. It's hilarious.
Good to know.
Someone better clean up all that
When I need
blood.
Julian humor, I will just start yelling, "No moss! No moss!"
You should have blocked that.
No, it's not funny when you say it.
Time to DIY some justice.
Oh, I will definitely be streaming Metal Wolf Chaos. Richard!
Knock this shit off before I call the real farting vigilante.
Prepare to meet
Like, Metal Wolf Chaos is one of the most glorious things to ever exist. Definitely worth the $250 price tag in Japanese before this game came out to America. And the,
Did you buy
what,
the Japanese
like,
version?
no. I found it after I had already spent all my money.
That was some nice fighting, guys.
Oh.
Plus, I'd have to buy a Japanese Xbox.
Yeah. It was like somebody, I forgot who asked me that question, but somebody was like, "Did you play the original Japanese?" I was like, can you afford the Japanese Xbox?
I mean, because it's like, yeah, even once you buy the $250 game, you then have to spend probably a good $150 buying an original Japanese Xbox. Even a Japanese 360 would probably be over $100. At least in the US, because there's not a whole lot of them, and they know they can sell them for higher.
Mm-hmm.
Just how you buy Japanese games off of, sellers on eBay.
It's got,
In the
like,
US,
legitimately.
they're way more than if you go to Super Potato in Japan.
Well, Scott, like, legitimately though, like, if someone's buying a Japanese Xbox, like, the dealers are like, "Yep, play Metal Wolf Chaos." Yep.
There's a few
Come
other
on.
games.
I would be shocked.
Crafting things.
I would be shocked to find out in the other games.
I just can't wait for my
Time Part
Yakuza
Summon.
3, 4, and 5 to come on to friggin' PS4. Like, I am really looking forward to that.
Time fart summoned by crafting a new burrito with fart potency immeasurable by modern science. You've developed the power to sear a hole in the fabric of your personal timeline. Release time fart summon to cancel an enemy's turn and bring your past self to the battlefield. For a limited time, this clone from your past fights by your side, armed with your current power loadout. Did I have this in my last file? I don't think I did. Oh God, oh wow, that's a sad member berry. Oh well, true. I need power, and they're not useful to me.
Good day
You know.
to take the tractor out back and back up traffic on the highway. You wouldn't be trying to go down that road, would ya?
Okay.
That road leads to a dark and mysterious land where people
Time
go missing
to
and no
break
one
down
ever
a
hears
bunch of
from them
flags.
again. If I were you, I wouldn't go down that road.
Bitch, would you move?
Joel, you talking to Chia like that again?
Weather today.
He knows better than talk Chia like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or else we're gonna have to fix some things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about some dog's balls.
What the fuck?
What? What?
Get it fixing? It's a spay and neuter joke.
Yeah,
We
I get
know,
it.
but
I'm just trying to
why?
figure out, are you threatening to, like, spade Julian? Or
Maybe.
neuter Julian? That's a little extreme, don't you think?
It's for his own good.
What do you mean it's for my own
I mean,
good?
Perhaps it's for his own good, but still, like...
To hell
mean,
with both
if-
of you.
It helps him live a longer, happier life.
Fucking what? Ah, ninjas!
Yeah, perhaps that's what's all good. Cause let's be honest, Scott. Like out of all of us, even with how gay he is, he's the person that's the most likely to come back and say either to like the call and say, "Yeah, I got somebody pregnant."
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with my
He's still the most likely out of the three of us.
See, it's for his own good to spay and neuter him.
I am like a mountain.
It's actually pretty hard to find a working US Xbox. Really? I mean, I still have mine. I haven't actually looked to see. Because I know finding a Japanese PS2 was really tough for me. I got super lucky though. It was I paid $100, and it came in the original box.
Nice.
Works great. And I also don't understand like stupid people. So a Japanese GameCube is like $600, or no, I'm sorry, is like $150, right? A Japanese GameCube is between $100 to $150.
Yes.
I was at a convention. I'm like, all right, all the GameCubes are like $100. I look, there's a Japanese Wii, which plays GameCube games, $30, and I'm like, yes, I'll just take the Wii, and now I can play Japanese Wii games and Japanese GameCube games. Like, why are y'all paying freaking $100 for this? Japanese GameCube's worth it. It'll play anything. Like, nah, my Japanese Wii plays anything I care about. Like, the only difference would be the freaking
I mean, Scott's got a point. Like,
Game Advance
legitimately,
player.
like the thing is, like, what was it? I don't think a lot of people know this, but the Wii has a working GameCube inside of it, like physically a work, like it has the physical hardware for a GameCube inside of it. So yeah, it's based. So like, why would you pay $100 for a GameCube when you can get for a Japanese GameCube you can get a Japanese Wii for $30? That's
yeah. It even came with all the. I'm sorry, no. It was $35 if I wanted all of the wires and everything else.
Yeah, like when it plays GameCube games, it's not just emulating them. It has a physical working GameCube inside of it.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, why? I'll pay the $30. So I've got my $30 Japanese Wii, and now I can also play Japanese Wii games.
I feel a lot of chaos coming out.
Now, granted, I don't own a lot of Japanese GameCube games, but
You dishonor me. Where are the
but it's one of the few systems I own in Japanese,
victory to the swift?
along with my 3DS and my PS2 and what was my other Japanese system? 3DS, PS2,
ninja power는 멈출 수 없다.
the Wii, and I guess that's it.
No mercy.
Warrior spirit red.
Yeah, I guess that's the only other one.
Another butthole, huh? Why not?
Okay, I see that there's a gold brick in there. How do I get the gold brick out of it?
What for?
Bad news, villains. I'm a good guy now. Chaos! Wait, Super One.
Okay, I feel like I'm breaking this game. I feel like I broke something. Not only do I get to skip the turn, I get to summon myself, which is another attack. This is madness. What is that?
Madness? This is Sparta!
Sounds like a squishing noise.
Did you shart?
No.
Possibly.
See, there it goes again.
Oh wait, can you hear my game?
I don't know, maybe.
Because I'm playing Binding of Isaac.
Most likely.
That would explain the squishing noise.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Rena pal?
But how?
I don't know.
Look, you got the volume high up enough? Because that...
Is Julian
I mean,
telepathic?
I have headphones on.
Somebody call for a fast pass?
Unless Jock's making weird noises.
Good going, new kid.
I mean, that could also be.
Catch you later.
Every noise I make is 100% natural.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're making these weird natural noises. No.
Natural.
I see you, Adam West, and I will save you in a minute. I got other things to do that are more important.
Hey, you say Adam West right fucking now. Alright, he's a
I've already
treasure.
saved 14 Adam Wests.
You're all right, new kid.
The treasure, goddammit.
Take a selfie for the gram. Fucking.
He's like DC's version of Stan Lee, but slightly better.
Take a picture.
The fuck? Oh, shit.
Look.
Where is... What?
Completely underrated. Don't understand, Stan Lee was a great person, was a great man. I'm sure. But, like, what was it? Like, Adam
Kenny.
West?
Fuck!
I wish
got
the Wii
confused.
had an HDMI out. It would have been amazing for capturing GameCube games. I've actually been looking into one of the computers to see if I can actually do that.
So have I got a product for you? I'll send you a link later.
Oh
We
right,
got a
now I
show
remember.
for you.
Oh my god, how could I forget that product exists? God, I'm stupid.
There's a few. But no, I was watching. I'll send you a link to a review show that I was watching about stuff like that. They also reviewed a controller that let you use any or an adapter that let you use any controller for any system.
Wow, well this stuff must have cost at least $100.
Which is really
Excuse
neat.
me, I'm sorry.
Like, I would love to be able to use like other controllers for like anything I want to play.
Isn't this racist? I think this is racist.
Julian and South Park, everything is.
You mean everything is awesome? Everything is cool when you're part of it.
Anyway, so Scott, what was it? I'm trying to remember what I was about to say.
Path?
Scott reminded me of this. So, like when Scott was just like, "Hey, have I got a product for you?" I'm sorry, my brain is stupid,
Well, we
and I
all
have to
know
think of
that.
something. I thought of something, and now I have to do this. Everyone's gonna hate me in a second.
Okay.
If you like to talk to tomatoes,
Oh please.
if a squash can make you
Oh.
smile, if you like to waltz with potatoes,
I'm not mad. I'm just like,
and down the
I wonder how many
produce
other people will get that
aisle.
reference.
No idea, but have we got a show for you? Vegetarian.
please stop.
God damn
I'm just
it.
annoyed at the fact that you're singing it. Period. Please stop.
Oh shit, so stupid.
What the fuck?
Veggie
I'm missing a costume. I know I am because there was a costume.
Somebody's gonna get the reference.
I'm missing a costume. Unless I do have it, I'm just not paying attention.
Hey, do you guys remember Bible Man?
No,
No.
No, I'd rather not, and I'd rather not.
I have honestly no idea what you're talking about on that one.
Oh, this is fucking delicious. Yo,
Please don't.
so Bible Man.
Please don't.
I'm sorry, I have to join this.
You don't have to. You don't have to do anything.
It has been foretold.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
So-
You're just a dick who wants to remind us of all the ridiculous.
See,
ridiculous
Julian
Christian show
clearly is suppressing
fucking-
something.
That people that for some strange reason they came up with and didn't really think too well through and how bad it was.
Julian clearly remembers it and repressing it. But Scott legit doesn't know, and he must be educated.
I think he does. I think Scott's repressed it more than I have.
I honestly have no idea. Like, the
So
name
it's-
sounds vaguely familiar, but I have no idea the premise or concept.
So it's Batman, but like he instead of like beating up criminals, he like gives scripture.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Sounds about what I figured it was.
Yep.
So stupid. Why in the fact?
I remember having to watch that one, like,
bring these things up.
I remember having to watch that one movie about the Rapture with Mr. T.
Oh shit! I probably watched it, and yeah.
It's called like Judgment or something like.
Different.
So like, what was it?
I just remember that Mr.
Story.
T was in it.
So funny. It's a funny story. Like my parents made me watch so many of those movies when I was a kid. I was a small kid, and then one time I went into my parents' room looking for them, and like like I saw like my mom at least was clothes were just laid out on the bed, like somebody was sitting on the bed and wearing them, and then like suddenly they just disappeared, the clothes was left, and I fucking shit myself. Like I was like I had a panic attack.
I'm sorry, I've been stunned silent from Jock and his stupidity. Excuse me.
Hey, that was real to like baby Jacques.
It was very real to me.
Baby Jock. Do we know he was truly a baby?
Oh, I'm just assuming.
I was a kid. I mean, I wasn't like.
If he was anything older than a baby, that would be really sad.
Well, dude, you gotta remember, dude. Like all the way up until like late middle school, early high school, I 100% believed that the rapture was going to happen, and that like that was going to be a reality. Because my parents, till this day, still believe that.
Okay.
100%.
But even then, like you wouldn't just be like, oh, I like they're clearly just like, let's jump to that conclusion immediately because they were setting out an outfit to wear.
It's like my mother's clothes being scattered everywhere because it's like, oh, it's like freaking my mom would have like clothes. It's freaking clothes.
What?
Yes.
He like
laundry.
Gargled through that.
No, I'm actually saying what freaking what Sturge just asked me. I mean, like watching porn because situation. Yes, I have, and that was very awkward. I don't know if I would call it scary, but it was awkward.
Not scarring.
But you say caught in a scary situation. What does he mean by caught?
You've been in one.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I've been in some scary situations. Oh, like, well, you say like caught. I mean, I was thinking like what caught, like doing something, like jerking it or something. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I don't know what.
Well, yeah, of course you have. Like you actually like invited the guy next to you to watch. Of course you were caught.
Scott, I'm gonna fucking slit your throat in your sleep.
Oh, hi, Julian.
You wouldn't.
Yes.
But, no, this dude, I was watching, Live PD. This one dude, like, this kid, like, got so lucky this police officer stopped the guy when he did. Like, holy crap. Like, he stopped him because it was in, like, a dark alleyway, like, with the car, like, you know, in a dark parking lot, right?
I don't know. Hurricane Katrina was kind of scary.
But no, like, so this cop stops this guy, right? In the car. And the guy was like, oh, I'm just giving this kid a ride, right? And the kid's 16. And the cop's like, sure. And he sees, like, the lube on the ground and everything else, and he's like, nah, something else is going on here.
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry, I didn't hear like I hear the beginning, how it started. What?
So this cop,
I heard a kid 16 and then the noobs on the ground. What?
God, way to pay attention. But no, like this cop stopped this guy because like his car was parked in like a dark parking lot. And he's like, something's weird. So he caught him. Like, he walked up and he's like, hey, is everything okay? And, like, the guy's like, yeah, I'm just giving this, kid a ride and all that. So then he sees the lube and stuff, so he's like, hey, go ahead and step out of the car for me. And, like, detains him and all of that. And then he starts talking to the kid and he's like, did he, proposition you? Like, what's going on? And the kid's like, yeah, but I ain't doing jack shit, like... And then he found, like, a loaded pistol in the car, a bunch of meth, and he's like, shit, like, you were gonna end up with a bullet in your head tonight. Like, he was gonna fucking rape you and kill you. Like, the pistol, like, already had one in the chamber, ready to go, like...
And I walked back into this at a awkward moment. What?
And I'm like, damn, like, that kid got lucky as hell. Because the kid's like, oh, like, I wouldn't have let him, like, have sex with me and stuff. And the cop's like, yo, he had a loaded gun. That wasn't a choice. Like, you would have been, like, you were gonna get killed. I'm like, damn.
Wow. Huh. Like I said,
I make a joke, but it doesn't seem appropriate, so I'm not going to.
But yeah.
Really?
What? Someone almost died, Julian.
Seriously.
It's like freaking. It's. I don't even know why you brought up the fact that I was going to make a joke, but it seems inappropriate. It's like, really? It's like freaking. Of course, it seems
Have
inappropriate.
we ever had an embarrassing situation? I mean,
who hasn't?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure I've had them. I just repressed them.
I've lost count.
Well, don't worry, George. We keep count.
No, I'm not talking about anything that happens here. That's just like whatever, other embarrassing things. If I counted stuff here as embarrassing, I'd be a wreck.
Shut up, Green Moon Turn. I hate you.
Green. Oh wait, is that the Daffy Duck one still?
Yes.
Still the Daffy Duck thing. It's not gonna change.
It keeps sounding like you're saying Green Moon Turn.
It's the Green Loon Turn.
Yeah, I get it.
Good, because I wasn't gonna explain that.
I never really been embarrassed asking someone out. Usually when I ask somebody, it's like, oh, I've been rejected. Okay. Okay, moving on with life.
I wouldn't necessarily call that embarrassing. Like, awkward, maybe? Like, depending on the situation, but not really embarrassing.
What's been embarrassing is, like, what's ever been embarrassing for me, although I'm pretty sure I never, like, told Stir any kind of story like that, but I've had times where, like, I would approach a girl, I would talk to her, and then after like leaving from talking to her, I was there, you fucking idiot, what the hell made you think that saying that was a good idea? So,
hey, you have nice tits. Damn it, why did I call out her tits? Her ass was clearly better.
Stupid. Fucking stupid. Oh my god, why? What is this?
I tend to be very antagonistic to myself. I'll be like what was it? Like, I'll do something, I'll try to talk to a girl and I'll fail, and then I'll just like tell myself, yeah, smooth move, fucking dumbass.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Not X-Lax. It causes you to poop.
Does it?
Supposedly. You all have those moments. I remember going on a first date with a girl, and about halfway through I realized I'm blowing it. Yeah. Mine are more regrets than anything of like, damn it, I should have. like ask them out, or I should have done this.
Oh my god, I'm terrible.
That's more my thing.
Stop, Julian. Stop it. Oh my god. Of course my brain instantly fucking thinks of a sex joke.
Because he said blowing it, get it?
Fucking,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, if I had $1 every time one of my dates ended with blowing. Ha! Stupid.
Julian definitely
Shit,
ends up
begins. That's how
blowing it.
That's how most of Julian's dates begin. That's how most of Julian's dates begins.
That's not how they begin, you
Ew.
jackass.
What?
None of them begin that way.
Okay, fine. What was it? It's the fuck, intermission.
Intermission. You're excited.
Low-key admitting he's a
actually,
slut. Have we not established this on the stream multiple times?
It's true.
Yeah, but okay, so Julian, fine. It's not the beginning. It's the intermission.
It's not the intermission. No. I at least have some class. I'm gonna wait till near the end. I'm gonna wait till we've been on the date for date's over.
I like to imagine Julian has a T-shirt that says "Cum Dumpster."
At least I just. No. That's insulting. Hopefully I do not have anything like that. That's mean.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You guys suck.
Like, I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised. Jacques will have to look and see if he does.
Now, from what I can tell, what I can tell, Julian was them uppity bitches.
He's a
Excuse
bougie
me.
bitch.
Yep.
Excuse you.
You're them uppity bougie bitches.
Excuse you. Bitch, excuse you.
No, apparently, bitch, excuse you.
Mm.
Yay,
Okay,
I
there
got
we
the
go.
green loon turnip popsicle.
I have
Hooray.
I have made my new costume. Okay, let's go to Cartman's, I guess.
Need to get somewhere.
Let's see. There was a guy that got busted at my local GameStop for stealing a bunch of controllers. They put his picture on the news from in-store surveillance. He was wearing a pink t-shirt that said slut in huge capital letters. That's great.
Yeah, Julian, stop still looking for fucking GameStop.
I saw that
Jeez.
coming.
Good. Just stop
Okay,
doing it. Learn your lesson.
one last mission where I can unlock, where I get one of the best characters in this game. I get to unlock Dexstar.
Boy of Wonder.
What?
No, Dexstar. Better than Dexter.
No, that's what Dexter called himself in one of the episodes when he was trying to try out the superhero sidekick.
The police station tonight. We have to get there before they do.
Omelette fromage.
We can't take down the police.
Omelette
Crazy?
du
Yeah,
fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Why not? Because at approximately 10:30 a.m. this
Okay,
morning, Classy was
use sensor nearby to find a crate of fish.
You know, people always assume that I know how to speak French because I have a French name. I should just say, yeah, omelette du fromage every single time.
New Orleans.
Nope, they assume that before they even know I'm from New Orleans.
We made a promise. If we let Freedom Pals go do
Just
this
because,
on
like,
their own,
oh, Jacques, isn't that French? She's like, yeah, and then they start speaking French to me. And I'm just gonna reply every time, omelette du
Don't forget the new
fromage.
kid is all buddy-buddy with Freedom Pals now.
Omelette
But
du
let's trick them into an assault on the lower level of the police station.
Omelette du
And meanwhile, we'll
fromage.
sneak in and bust Classy
How do you
out.
feel about Halle Berry playing Ariel over Hale Bailey playing with? We don't care.
Superhero franchise would be number one.
Yeah.
I don't care enough. I still think it's weird.
It doesn't matter to me.
You know
I've
what-
already
you know
made
what
the
I actually
decision to
think
no
is gonna be
longer
good?
spend money on these freaking live action movies.
That'll be all.
Hold up. You know what looks like it's gonna be damn good though? Fucking Mulan looks like it's gonna be good, and I'm gonna watch this shit.
Looks like trash. I mean,
Bro,
what?
bro. It's a wushu
What?
movie. It's a
Yeah.
wushu movie. Who doesn't
They
like
got rid of
wushu movies?
They got rid of my soundtrack, and that movie is dead to
I
me.
mean, listen, I'm kind of fine. I'm fine
Yeah.
because it's a wushu movie. I mean, I freaking love wushu movies. Okay,
I
Julian, I
get
know
it,
your
you're
black
easily
ass.
pleased, but
I know your black ass gonna go see it because it's a wushu movie. Come
wow,
on.
way to stereotype.
What's he talking
Hey,
about?
hey, niggas like
What's he
wushu.
talking about?
All right.
You know what, Jock?
Niggas
You know what,
like
Jock?
wushu.
I know you're gonna go watch the next Tyler Perry movie. Because you just love Tyler Perry movies.
That's not as
Yeah,
universal
see?
as niggas like a wushu.
No,
That's
no,
not-
now
that's
you
not a
stereotype
that-
and stereotypes can work.
That's not as universal as niggas like in wushu.
Nah.
Julie, do you know what wushu is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a
like those
Chinese
old-
kung fu movie.
Yeah, those old Chinese kung fu movies where the fucking martial arts masters beat shit out of each other. I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer for Mulan, and they're basically just making it a wushu movie.
Okay.
Yeah, with all the same exact scenes as the actual animated movie, just none of the soundtrack.
Yeah, but it's gonna be wushu as fuck.
Maybe. Might all be just in the trailers.
That would be highly disappointing.
But they would have already got your money, so it wouldn't matter.
I'm gonna wait till a couple reviews come out first.
So you think you know kung fu, huh, kid?
Oh, Chuck's gotta wait for
Nah,
the
man,
Rotten
like, I'm
Tomatoes.
legit. I'm legit like a sucker for wushu movies. I grew up on them.
Like I said, I'm not
I mean, that's fine. You can be. I'm not gonna say no. I'm just saying, like, it definitely doesn't look good to me. I'm not gonna go see it.
Dragon Swagger.
I'm not gonna give Disney any more money for these crappy live-action remakes.
That's what I said.
Because they're so soulless.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
they're so
Lion King was
just,
pretty bad.
hey, what can we do for extra money? I know. Let's re-put out the movies we've
it's not
already
like
put
they
out
did it for some
with live
creative
actors.
decision. It'd be different if they did it to be like to change it, but they're not even changing it. At least change the movie.
Okay, some of those have had major changes.
Some of them
I don't know
are
what you're talking about,
but then
but
it's like
Are you-
stupid.
like,
But then
Snow
but then
White?
some of them are like fucking stupid. It's like let's fix the
Okay,
let's
Snow
fix the
White's
plot
stupid as
holes
shit.
and fucking let's
Or
fix
did
the
you see,
plot
like,
holes and
Cinderella?
fucking,
Like-
Cinderella and freaking Maleficent might be the only few that actually are worth a damn because they actually changed shit.
Beauty and the Beast changed stuff.
Beauty and the Beast changed the wrong damn
Aladdin
things.
changed stuff.
The wrong damn things.
Yeah, I'm not saying they changed the right thing. I'm saying that they changed it.
And then it's
I
still
wonder
the
if they'll
same.
do
And
a
then
live
fundamentally,
action
they're still the
song
same
this time.
goddamn movies.
We can only dream.
It's like Cinderella. How much can you change?
Song of the
really,
South will
honestly.
never exist again, ever. They will just keep playing the soundtrack for it, and you'll definitely see it at Splash Mountain, and that's it. Oh, and the merchandise will keep coming out for it, but
Hi, Colby.
under the name Splash Mountain.
People can do that to other people. I just
Hey, Colby.
Anyway, we've got work to do tonight. I'll see you in the
Zippity Doo Dah is the only thing out of that,
Nothing more to
and
talk
you know,
about. I'll be in touch tonight after your parents think you're sleeping.
my smiling place is the
Laughing
only thing-
Place.
Laughing place. Fucking, I'm sorry.
Which is a really awkward song. Because Laughing Place can also be, like, really awkwardly, termed. Did he touch you in your laughing place, Julian?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Jordan asked him to.
I mean, according to the song, everybody's got a laughing place.
What the fuck? What kind of question is that? Oh my god.
I'm just saying, that song is definitely a song about sex and
my-
molestation. That's what that song. That's what I feel that song is about.
Man, I remember when I saw freaking when I heard freaking A Whole New World for the first time as an adult, and I was like, wait, it's a fucking sex song. Like, when I heard it for the first time as an adult, I was like, wait a minute, this is like a straight up a sex song.
Eh. There's one song that I will say that I'm surprised I ever hear it at any Disney resort, And
What's
that was
that?
Grease Lightning.
Fucking.
Grease Lightning. Why is
seriously.
that?
It's a. Oh right.
So Jacques,
Josh
you've
knows about
probably
the movie
never
Grease.
seen the movie Grease.
Uh huh.
So there's most of the songs in that are not for children.
Okay.
I watched it as a kid all the time, but most of the songs in there are not for children.
Okay.
But I'm sitting there listening to the soundtrack at this resort, and I just suddenly start hearing Grease Lightning, and I'm like, no, it's not playing the actual Grease Lightning. Oh yeah! And then I start hearing, like, go, like, Grease Lightning, she's a real pussy wagon.
Oh.
Like, and the
Oh.
chicks will cream for Grease Lightning. And I'm like, well, I'm like, they are playing the original song. Well then, it's just got awkward.
Jesus Christ. What was it? It can't be worse. It's like nothing's worse than freaking
Osmosis Jones?
what was it? Yeah, Osmosis Jones.
They say it's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
Yeah, it was young ladies. I like them under AC. Some say they're statutory. I say that's mandatory. It's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, the kids movie.
All right, then.
Kid Rock, man. Just.
Sure, let's do it again.
That's R. Kelly.
I was in a kids movie. Mom, what
Whole
does
new
statutory
fucking
mean?
I still have no idea. I still had no idea. I had never even. I don't remember that fucking scene from that movie. It's like I don't remember the song anyway. I remember like the.
Out of like the absolute saddest Disney AMV you could ever make.
What the saddest Disney AMV?
Is that
Is it like all the parents die?
I used to ride that and yell at insults at people.
Is it like a compilation of all the parents of all the dead parents?
No, you just take the first like 5 minutes of Up, and you put that song to Jesse's song from Toy Story 2, "When Somebody Loved Me,"
You fucking monster.
and it's like, oh my god, like I'm like that would make the most depressing thing. And yes, Alex, I do remember the Skyway. That was a lot of fun.
You know, Alex, now that you say you did that, you were part of the problem.
No, people throwing stuff at them were part of the problem, not yelling insults.
Still, it's not good.
Remember when Superman movies weren't so depressing? Oh yeah, I mean,
They're bringing it back. Yeah, except they're closing it off, which is a good
Kind
thing.
of. Yeah, I mean, they're enclosed now.
Oh,
And
can't
it's
yell
not
insult
through
at
the
people
park.
anymore?
No, and they also
Oh.
don't have air conditioning.
Like, I would just
Wait,
go and just like yell the most nonsensical insults.
Do they have like open windows or something?
So there's like little slits in the windows, like to like let air in as you move.
Okay, so there's a ventilation system at least.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, it's not nothing, but
Yeah, that's the thing.
people
If it
are
was
like,
nothing,
it doesn't have air. And I'm like, well, it might still be hot. Don't get me wrong. I haven't ridden on it, but
Sounds like quite an accomplished group of superheroes.
like, it's still better than Joe Road's idea for Animal Kingdom when it first opened. Let's not have AC anywhere.
Fucking crab people.
What? Nah, AC is not important.
What? No, not for the people that have to work, in these merchandise shops all day.
Nah, it's fine.
They don't need air conditioning.
You know, they signed a contract saying
The
they need air
compliments
conditioning.
like
Because that's
like they
not
were insults.
realistic.
Hey, nice hat. Hey, nice hat.
Yeah.
God, what was that joke that I saw before? That I thought about posting, but I knew
just like,
that
hey,
I knew only Julian would get it.
hey,
So I
nice
was like,
hat,
yeah,
jerk.
maybe. And then I ended up, I don't think, posting it. Let me see if I can find it.
You're awesome. You're an awesome individual. You make me sick.
I didn't know my body had so much blood in it.
I didn't know my body had so much blood in it.
I don't see the. Oh, I don't see it.
Your body has more than just blood in it.
No, I'm just quoting what's going on in the game. I didn't actually. I know there's blood in my body.
But yeah, I guess I didn't save it. But no, there was a joke where it was like, Why is Disney using Bigfoot or whatever? Well, they tried the Yeti, but they just couldn't get it to move.
I'm
like, it's a good one.
That fucking sucks.
I feel like I'm missing background to understand this joke.
Okay,
so there's a
remember that roller coaster in Animal Kingdom you went on by yourself, and you had this like terrified look on your face that we all saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had to like crap during the ride too, if I remember correctly.
No, I made a comment because I had to go to the bathroom. Like, you guys left me to go on a ride, and then before I went on a ride, I said, "Let me go to the bathroom," because I think it's best to not go on a ride without going to the bathroom. And you was like, "Oh, you're afraid of crapping yourself, Jock?" And I'm like, I mean, like, I just want to make sure nothing awkward happened, but I got made fun of anyways because I decided to open my mouth. I should just shut the fuck up knowing I'm dealing with you guys.
I mean, you're not wrong. But no, the Yeti on that actually was originally moved.
Yes, instead of like having
disco lean forward.
Oh.
Yeah, it would lean forward and attack the ride vehicle.
But the animatronic was a little too heavy, and the supports weren't right.
Yeah, they didn't support it well enough, so the supports started giving out, so they turned it off to not just break the ride.
Because Disney can't afford to.
And in order to fix it, they would have to basically tear the entire like half the mountain down. So they're like, yeah, it's just not gonna work like it was supposed to anymore. It's not even about the money, it's just they don't want to, like, it's one of the busiest rides in Animal Kingdom, and they don't want to tear it down, like, have it down for months.
Fucking lazy.
It's the same reason why, what's the other, right, that's the, it's not, it's like they already tested it with,
So what you're saying is, so Julian, so Scott, what you're saying is that the Yeti is a welfare queen.
Because what ride was it that they had that pretty much they wouldn't...
This is wrong, this was wrong with the world today, Scott.
Today is the last day of the rest of your life.
Okay, I have no idea. God, I hate this crap. I will be happy when I'm done with all of these missions. Yes, you're Adam West. TV's Adam West, and you are in some kind of peril. Don't worry, TV's Adam West. I will save you out of your some sort of peril in a little bit. First, I gotta find 10 Batman flags and destroy them.
Finally, some decent fucking items in this damn game. Jesus Christ.
I can't find these 10 freaking flags. I don't believe you, game, that there are 10 here.
It's time.
I don't believe you.
No mercy. It's only gonna get
He
worse.
got eaten by a shark.
He got eaten by a shark. Oh my god, that show don't deserve Invader Zim.
No. I'm so happy that everyone pretty much came back for the movie. Oh wait, no. I don't need quests, I need gold bricks. No, not gold bricks, characters.
Need to get somewhere fast, you kid?
Aha! That's the problem.
Oh yeah, so did you guys hear about the controversy with was it Better Health? Was it Better? No, yeah, it's Better Health, I think. No, not Better Health. Weight Watchers. The controversy with Weight Watchers. That's what it is.
The
Did
hell
you
is
guys hear
better
about
health?
that? It's fucking dumb. I think I might be mixing like another company, but I'm not sure. But did you guys hear about the controversy with Weight Watchers? Because it's super fucking stupid.
No.
So Weight Watchers came out with this like like kids app for like health and stuff, and everybody's just like losing their shit saying you're making kids like self-conscious by showing them kids that lost a lot of weight. That you're gonna give them eating disorders. Like what? So don't encourage kids to eat healthy and show them kids that have gotten themselves healthy because it makes them feel bad about themselves.
Oh, my bigger issue is that Weight Watchers cost a freaking fortune, and they're trying to prey on those kids to like convince their parents to buy
I don't
like,
know.
super expensive stuff.
I don't know
But
if
then
if
again,
the
that can
app
be
like
said of
costs
most
anything.
things, but
Yeah, that's true. I mean that's like kids marketing 101. It's terrible. But yeah. Like freaking like but people like legit pissed off at the company and saying this app should be removed because they're promoting eating disorders for children. And I'm like, no, they're not. See, this is like we should like
good idea.
honestly.
I don't think it can be
This is
harmful
like-
unless they are giving like unrealistic expectations.
Well, pretty much like at least from what I saw, I don't know. I could be missing something. All right, so let me be honest. I could be missing something, but from what I saw, they like it was just like they were just showing pictures like before and after pictures of like kids that like lost weight. They didn't even like I don't even like think they showed like they even said that some kids developed eating disorders or anything. They just showed before and after the pictures of kids that lost weight. And they're like, and then there's people who are getting mad, and they said it's fine to promote like our children eating healthy and being healthier, but to promote weight loss, it was like,
Well,
wait,
okay,
what?
weight loss on children is fine if children are obese because obese children is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying.
It's not fat shit. I mean, when it's a child that's obese, it's like no, the child.
Yeah, we live in a society where it's not acceptable to call someone overweight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's retarded.
I
It's
guess, like
stupid.
I said, as long as they give realistic expectations, but at the same time, like I feel that kids should understand that there's a certain limit. Like, you don't have to be
Yeah, I mean-
supermodel skinny, but at
No,
the
you
same time,
don't.
like,
Yeah,
as long as they're
You don't-
showing kids, like, hey, this is what a
I
like a
honestly,
normal, healthy body weight should be, then it's like, oh, okay.
I honestly don't think that being supermodel like skinny is healthy. Like I don't think that. I think
personally
like,
don't either, but
yeah, like what was it?
some of those, it's
Freaking-
like you're clearly not very healthy. Like
Mhm.
you have an eating disorder, and that's no bueno.
Mhm. Like honestly, like what was it? I don't think I think that like people like a certain amount of just like body fat is just necessary. And when people start dipping into like the single digits of like body fat, it's like, oh man, that's a bit
And
much.
even then, some of it is literally genetics.
Some of it's genetics, but I'm talking
some
about like the people
like
the
you
people
will
who like
not
kill
lose more
themselves
than
in
a
the
certain
gym.
amount of weight.
I'm talking about the people who kill themselves
I
in
know,
the gym to maintain like a
Yeah,
less
but what
than
I'm
10%
saying is
body
like
fat.
some people need to understand that it's like no, you will have like a certain level of like there is a certain weight that your body can literally reach.
Well, healthily, because like
Yeah.
anybody can like get down to super low body fat, but I don't think it's healthy for everybody.
Well, no,
to
like
do.
some people, like literally, no matter how healthy you eat, you're just not going to get much lower than what you are.
You know,
Like, because you do actually have genetics. Like that is a thing that exists.
It's like Julian's butt. It's actually it's always going to be robust.
Exactly.
I like your choice. I like your choice of words there, Alex. Robust. Excellent
But it's
choice
like
of
that.
words.
Like, there's just certain things that will always exist.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as people understand that, like, yeah, get to a healthy level, but understand that, like, your healthy level may be 5 pounds more than, you know, someone else's healthy level. Like, not everyone's healthy level is gonna be like 150 pounds.
Yeah, but like the thing is, if your kids, if your kids like 12 and pushing almost 200 pounds, they're probably overweight. Need to go on a diet. like,
Yeah.
like that's.
I mean,
yeah,
like, you're not wrong on that.
Yeah, like I'm like, you know, you can be mad at me if you want, but yeah.
Oh,
Like,
if that part
that's-
could tell stories about all that it's been through. Hey, Steven's here.
here.
There are advantages and disadvantages to having fat. Like, yeah, it gives more cushion to the pushing.
Mm,
I failed. Damn it, that one part's hard. It's actually difficult.
yeah, but honestly though, because there's like a group of people in society that almost act as though like every yes, you Kimura. But
For
they
example,
almost act.
I have low body fat for almost 0 storage, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Steven,
I'm just a fat ass.
Steven freezes outside. Steven will freeze out if he stays outside too long.
What was it was like freaking with like it's like this like group of there's like groups of people in society that just like they kind of promote this the idea that like yeah, you know, like all body types are like what's the word I can say, like should be accepted and natural. And it's like no, if you are so big that you have trouble walking and you're like causing yourself health issues, like I was so big I was literally causing myself health issues. Well, you know that means it's time to lose weight because honestly I don't think anything where your body is literally hurting itself by existing is natural.
Yeah. And so that's the whole thing, like, I haven't had that issue, so I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could lose weight, everyone could. But I'm also not at a point where I'm, like, majorly having an issue.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, I would say this too. I also didn't realize how bad things were, in the sense that like there was like a lot. When pretty much when I lost all the weight, there's a lot of stuff that cleared up that I didn't even realize where it was attached to the weight. Like what was it? I don't snore anymore apparently, and because I don't snore anymore, apparently
That is sometimes attached to that.
Yeah, and like and
Sometimes
like
that's
apparently
just
that's attached to, like that was like because I snored I was actually not getting good sleep, so I was actually losing sleep because of my weight basically, because once I lost the weight I stopped snoring and I stopped tossing and turning and I started sleeping deeper.
Because, yeah, I know, like, my dad snores, but that's, like, actual genetics.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in his family snores.
Everybody in my family snores.
Yeah, although my snoring was pretty bad. Like, ask Julian. I don't know if you remember, like... Stevenson!
No, Scott knows. Scott remembers. Scott remembers you keeping us all awake.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I wear headphones to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, apparently, like that's like at least okay. See, you can't really know everything that goes on in your sleep. But from what I understand from other people that have like slept in the same room with me since, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
How many people?
Plus, you could also just have sleep apnea. Bow wow.
How many of the same people? How many
What'd you
people
say,
are
Julian?
sleeping in your room with you?
Oh, just when I went to Vegas, like when I was staying in the hotel with my parents,
Yeah,
they
when
said
he went
my mom
to
said she was
Vegas.
when she said she was expecting me to like snore and keep them both up. I didn't.
Even
Yeah,
his mom
it was
understands.
definitely Vegas and not just something else.
Even his mom understands. Oh my god.
Please kick the door into Julian's new place, Steven. I shall. It will be glorious.
He
Yes.
won't. He's
It
gonna
will be
stay right where he
glorious.
is.
It will
And
be
we would all
glorious.
appreciate it.
Just like kick it in and yell, Yukimura!
He ain't going nowhere.
Or stand outside of his window and do the Julian
This
call.
yell like Yuki window.
I will call the police.
No. If he does that, he has to do like the Julian call.
Oh god, that'd be great, dude. We just on the stream, next you know, we just hear the Julian call.
I will call the
And Julian's
police.
like, oh no, stream's over.
I've told you
Julian's like,
1,000
oh,
times.
this motherfucker.
Okay, so I already looted Craig's house too.
Your face looted Craig's house.
Yeah, it did. It's my face.
Shut up! Don't use your logic with me.
I'm sorry that
yeah,
common
Joanne,
sense
that's
is
not yeah, Joe, that's not nice.
God forbid I use common sense.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, common sense is no bueno.
You know what Dora says about common sense? She says it needs to vomitos.
That's fucking terrible.
Sorry, I was stunned in silence from how
I'm,
stupid that
I'm
was.
angry and laughing at myself for laughing at that. Oh my god. I'm legit angry at myself.
I still
for
need to go
laughing at
watch that new
stupid
Dora
ass
the
shit.
Explorer movie.
You know, you just hear something that just fills you with more rage than you ever felt rage before.
Right.
A selfie? You bet. Baby, your client's here.
Okay, I've already seen. We got.
And
we got something with
boom!
Bebe.
Another red brick.
I don't know about seeing the new Dora Explorer movie.
Looks. It sounds amazing.
I mean,
it sounds like there's more work in it than
Tomb
there
Raider
should be.
with Dora the Explorer, but Dora the Explorer instead.
Have you heard all of the things that are in that movie?
No, I haven't.
my
Okay, I haven't heard
God.
all the things in the movie.
Like
I've
the
been
part where they
spoiled
get
in
drugged
that movie.
and it turns animated, and that's when Boots and like the backpack and the map all start talking
Okay,
to her.
I'm watching this movie. Okay, I'm
Fucking
watching this movie.
insanity, dude.
They literally
Oh,
have a
okay.
song about digging a hole to poop in.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm watching this movie. Oh my god, I did not know they
Freaking
went
Swiper, no swiping. He has an existential meltdown and talks about how he's a middle-aged man doing this. Like, why is he doing this? Like,
Okay,
it's
we're
freaking-
watching it. I'm watching it.
like it's
I'm
so
watching
good.
The movie is fucking nuts, man.
Okay.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, man.
like,
You know, I'm a sucker for
everything-
stupid shit like that.
Everything I've seen and heard basically says that this movie is better than anyone thought it would ever be.
This movie's better than anything it deserves to be. Where is this freaking Where was this quality with other random?
Where was this
franchises
quality
they
with
pull
the
out
Disney
of their
live action stuff? Like,
Jesus, I'm just
Yeah.
Disney needs to take a hint. Like, take a play from Dora the Explorer.
hire some directors who are willing to fucking go. Or, stop staying in your concealed box and do something fucking fucking.
Yeah, they were
nut-burgers.
just so afraid. Like I was watching when I watched the live action. Scratch that. The CG Lion King. Freaking they
4K.
were just like it just
In
seemed like they
4K,
were
I'll
so
say it
afraid.
on iTunes. Cool.
It just seemed like they were so afraid to like
I've been in this
Oh,
house, damn
that's a
it.
good price.
do anything too
It was a good movie.
cartoony.
I am sick
Like
of seeing
Scott,
everybody.
Scott, you know they got rid. You know they got rid of the. You know they got rid of the scene where they what was it when they were to use the Pumbaa as bait for the hyenas.
Yep.
You know they got rid of the scene when freaking
Where he dresses up
Timon
a
was
dragon,
hula dancing?
does the
Yeah.
hula. Yep.
Do you know what they did? Like, so did you hear about what they replaced it with?
They showed it in the trailer, but I can't remember what it is.
Like Timon started singing "Be Our Guest."
Oh.
Really looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing any art you find.
But and then like before he got to finish it, they got attacked, and then You know, so like that was the joke was that the joke was basically the song got interrupted. The joke was that they sung "Be Our Guest" and then the hyenas like interrupted it by trying to.
Oh, wait,
Be Our Guest.
are you asking if I saw Alita Battle Angel? Yeah, I saw Alita Battle Angel.
The balance was pretty good.
It was good.
Like pretty much, me and my friend had a bit of a debate because he wanted
I mean,
to go
the
see.
eyes still bug me, but I like the movie.
But me and a
Like,
friend of mine had a bit of an
didn't bug me
argument
enough
before
to
we could go
not
see that
watch
movie
it.
because he wanted to go see like what was it, Captain Marvel, and
Made the right choice watching Alita Battle
I
Angel.
I didn't. I just did not care at all about seeing that movie, and I was like, I want to see Alita Battle Angel. So him and I like legit like had an argument about that.
I was hoping it would go on sale. Yeah, for that price, definitely. Like, I would definitely check it out, honestly. Like, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Wasn't like one of my favorite movies ever, but it was definitely a solid movie. Like, recommended, absolutely.
You know something? The Lion King. No, I'm not even gonna say that. That's just low hanging fruit. Never mind.
I also bought Sausage Party for $4.99. Shouldn't spend too much money on that movie.
Okay, I was gonna. Yeah.
I'm stupid for that.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, you're
Sausage
fine.
Party. I still have
I
yet
saw
to see
Sausage
that.
Party. Sausage Party is not as bad as like a lot of people like give it the rep to be, but it's not that great either. I mean, it's very.
I don't know, like it was on Netflix.
If you ever seen any of like those guys' other movies, it's very much so kind of like that. But
If you've seen
I
one
mean, I
Seth
would argue
Rogen
that
movie,
it's a
you've
little bit
seen
better. Yeah, like it's like a little bit better than other Seth Rogen
I know,
movies, but
I
It's
know I
because
watched
it's
someone
animated
put
and
the
then get away with a lot
trailer.
more shit.
Like they put the
Yeah.
trailer of that to Attack on Titan.
that sounds kind of funny. But I mean, like, what was it? Like, I think the thing that I remember the most was when they had like this like German snack, and it was like, we have to exterminate the juice. and they had some good lines. Or when the freaking it was like grits. The grits. The grits is a black dude, and then he was like, I forgot exactly what he was saying, but he's like, I hate goddamn crackers. And then freaking, and then the sausage dude, like the main character's like, oh yeah, the crackers always still have a very nice smile. It's just, they did like they actually tried with the material they had to make some decent like puns and jokes.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, so like I said, it's definitely better than some of their other movies, and it's likely because it was animated and they was able to like get away with all these like these food puns.
For love and justice, Wonder Tweak.
But yeah, like it was like honestly it had its moment. It really did. One scene was weird that I'm not even gonna talk about in this stream.
You mean the ending?
One scene was really fucking yes, the ending. but like aside from that, yeah, the movie wasn't too bad. You know, like $4.99, like $5. I'd say like it's worth it. Just you know, that like just for fun watch real quick. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh a few times. You're definitely gonna laugh a few times.
Especially if you have the maturity of a goldfish.
Yes, if you're as mature as like us, you're gonna find yourself laughing a few times throughout the movie.
Let me get a picture of you for my Kids I've Grounded scrapbook. It's mostly about
I say it's a $5 laugh.
You get a picture of it. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Cut that out! Stop it! Get down from there! Stop it! No! No, we are not gonna mess with that!
Okay, game, this is evil. This was evil. This was evil, game.
God damn it, Chia found the
Holy
damn
crap, this is
pull
evil.
string. She had found the pull string for the
Huh.
fucking blinds, and now I see her messing with it. Like, no, get away from there! Stop it! You've been leaving. You haven't been touching that thing for a minute. Now she wants to mess with it. Come on, man. Stupid cat.
The fuck?
Jesus Christ, so evil. Can we go
Yeah,
take-
let's go through rings like I'm in Superman 64.
You kids have
Oh,
such
don't
fun.
remind me of that, Scott.
Luckily, our
Fucking
valuables
hell,
are safely
man.
locked in our bedroom.
Someone actually bought me that game as a kid.
I actually need to buy that game.
Probably the two worst games that anyone's ever brought me was that and Croc.
Which, by the way, did you see the
I don't care
fact
what anybody
that
says. Croc is garbage.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is getting a remaster?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Hey, you're supposed to be grounded.
It's on Kickstarter right now.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about backing it.
I'd be happy to lend my unique set of sidekick skills if you're interested.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. By the way, Croc is garbage. Okay, just know this. I know there's like this group of people that love it for some reason, but no.
A lot of people really like that game. Like, it's not a small following.
Yeah, I understand this, and you're wrong.
The music's good. Let's just say it's not the worst.
I mean, it looked like an early collectathon platformer.
It's not the worst platformer out there. I mean, there's worse.
What are you doing here? Go out and fucking fight crime and shit.
You know, a lot of people like Quest 64. Doesn't stop them from being wrong.
No, they don't.
Yeah, there actually is like a fan following for Quest 64.
That's called a cult following. Like, Croc is not a cult following. Like, that's an actual. Like, people legitimately have fond memories of it and enjoy it.
Oh, did you want to try out a different backstory? Alright, let's get to work. Yeah, I really just don't see you in that kind
Hey,
of
you know,
role.
I'm just like, you know, they're entitled to their opinions. Understand that they were a mistake.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna play it on my own because I'm not just gonna listen to yours or their opinion. To me, it looked fun.
As a gadgeteer hero, you knew you could answer these intruders with whatever inventions you had in store. First, you decided to change the battlefield to your advantage with your straight shooter turret gun.
Okay.
Look, kid, we aren't here to play.
But now I never actually played Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
I haven't either, which is why I kind of want to play it because I'm like I never played the original, but it always looked fun.
No, I have played that one game that they brought, but I keep forgetting that they're bringing back called the game about the actual tiger and like frickin' like with the Chinese fantasy world and whatnot, blah blah blah. I cannot remember what it's
I don't know
called.
what you're talking about.
I'm trying to remember what it is.
While the intruders' ears were still ringing from the blast, pull out your next shocking invention. The Gigavolt Globe.
Oh, what was it? Crap! Come on, Julian, you're better than this. Oh, God, freaking damn it!
Electric device is a gift that keeps on giving.
Hey, Scott, did you see Edgy Soda Online came out this year?
The remaining intruder moved in.
What, Log Horizon?
No, Log Horizon isn't edgy at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Log Horizon's boring, SAO, my bad.
Okay, one, SEO is boring. Two, freaking, and stupid. Two, freaking, Log Horizon is good. Alright? Like, Log Horizon is damn good. I've gotten myself into that one issue where I like a series so much that I'm stalling and finishing it because I don't want it to be over.
I found it really boring. But that's my opinion.
Shit, I just fucking what's the thing? Like, okay, so Scott, the guy when it started getting into economics and politics and shit, I fucking loved it. I ate that shit up.
Of course you did.
Like, I ate that shit up when they started going into economics and politics and like the whole fact that okay, there's no law and order because everybody just thinks this is a game and just wants to do what the fuck they want to do. So like we need power to be able to like control them. Okay, let's somebody figure like one of them figured out how to like make food taste like decent because like that was like actually one of the running jokes at the beginning where it was like food tastes like shit. So it was like okay, let's make burgers and sell burgers and then we like build this huge company and make all these burgers and then they sell the secret to these burgers to like some of the most powerful guilds in the clan and they use the money. Wait, I shouldn't spoil this. I'm gonna stop talking because that was a good scene. But that was some good shit. I love that. But the series just is just like damn. Anyways,
I was so bored watching it. But a good series, if you're talking about like economics, shit was C for Control. But
my issue with Secret for Control, not issue. I don't have an issue with it. My thing, like the reason why I like the way Log Horizon portrayed economics and stuff better, is it was definitely a bit more subtle. Like you even weren't even thinking about the fact that you were learning economics.
But the whole point of C for Control was about economics. Like that was the entire plot of the series.
I mean, yeah, and I just like how
their attacks were even based off of it. Like
I mean, I like. See, the thing about it is, that was the thing. It's like C for Control was just a little bit too on the nose for me when it came to it.
But at least it was entertaining. Like Log Horizon was like, I just was bored. And if I'm bored, I'm gonna feel like either I'm learning and that's no bueno, or
wait.
God forbid.
Or I'm gonna just be bored. Well, okay, it shouldn't feel like I'm learning. It should be natural and be like, oh shit, I learned something. Like while I was entertained.
Okay,
instead of I feel like I'm reading a textbook.
I can't speak for Julian, but like there's one thing that's different about us, just like legitimately, like learning and fun are not mutually exclusive for me. Or is that are they? Wait,
to me, those
no, Jacques,
like
to you,
it
they
felt
are
like reading a
the
textbook.
same thing. Learning is fun. Because I don't. Because
like
when you want to learn
I can have fun watching an entertaining person talk about things while I'm learning. But like literally, Log Horizon felt like reading a boring textbook written by some stuffy old white.
I mean, they weren't really. Okay, no, definitely not that. I really don't feel like that's a fair explanation of that series.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it felt like to me.
I guess. I mean,
that's why I didn't care for the series. I found it boring. I found the plot boring. I found the premise just watered down SAO. And
definitely.
I was
hold on.
bored.
Okay, I want to say this. I want to like even though it may not be for you, I will say that what was it? God damn it! I see now my brain doesn't want to work right. Log Horizon. There we go. Log Horizon is definitely much more well thought out and complex than like SAO ever.
Okay, so it's the difference between a diarrhea and a dump. They're still not good to me, but
it's fun taking a poop in a toilet that I practically destroyed.
Yay! I finally gained a bat cow.
Now you just need super chicken.
Like if what was it? If fucking Sword Art Online could be even considered like art in the sense of like just being art, then goddamn Log Horizon is the fucking Mona Lisa. That's how far apart those two series are.
Yeah. Like, cause I know it was me and Russell tried watching Log Horizon, and both of us got bored, and like by episode 2, it was like, I'm done.
I'm the fastest kid in
Honestly, listen, I was kind of sold more or less on the characters by episode 2, but like all the interesting
Characters
stuff
are
that I'm
some of
talking
the
about.
worst stuff that I found, like in that series.
I fucking love the character, especially like the main character, and he like the complexities, like the complexities that he has. It's just like it's great, you know, like it's like the fact he's like it's. I find it interesting that he's a main character, and like the thing is though he's really socially awkward, so he likes to like. He like manipulates stuff in the background. He's really smart and bit tactical, really tactical, and he manipulates things from the background. Because he's not very social, but because of that, a lot of people see him as like a scheming, like basically like non-trustworthy, and like nobody really has good things to say about him. And he kind of like and it is not even that he shrugs it off. It's just that he just like he's just so focused on what he's doing that he just doesn't even realize that a lot of people hate him. But at the same time, it seems like he knows, but doesn't let it like I don't know. It's really like it's really interesting. I like
I mean, you can have a
one
different
thing.
opinion. That's fine.
I like
I'm just saying my opinion on it is that I didn't think the series was very interesting.
I like freaking one of my favorite parts. I think one of my favorite parts about it was when freaking what was it? Well, the freaking one of the characters was giving this speech. Julian might remember this after they were like doing a super hard dungeon, and he was like, and the biggest thing that really came out to you that really just like comes comes just pushed forward to you is that yeah, these guys aren't really like freaking professionals or like politicians or anything like that. They're gamers trying to make this shit work. And it really shows, like in the speech this dude gives. Like he has this like super like not persona. What was it? Serious persona. He's like the serious like guild leader. And then he loses, he breaks down, and but then he just like starts thinking but then he starts talking about how like no, I will not give up. The people told us that we wasted our lives like playing this game, but damn it, this game is our home. And it's like I cannot do the speech justice, but it was a fun speech, and just really felt like like a real like gamer just giving this speech of like why it is like why the game and the world in the game is important to him, even though like one of the biggest things of the plot, like when the fact that people don't like when people die, and this is revealed. If anybody wants to watch this is revealed by episode 2, but so don't, it's not a spoiler. But when people die in Log Horizon, they come back. Like they don't they respawn. They don't actually like stay dead like in SAL. But what that ends up doing to the people is it shows them like I'm not gonna go into detail because that would be spoilers, but it shows them like something about themselves that they didn't know, and in some cases didn't want to know, and it like really like
the fact that I can respawn.
No. Like every single time you die and respawn, you go through this like trippy dream sequence that shows you like shit in your past, and you learn something about yourself that you didn't want to know. So like, and it drives people, and it drives people crazy.
I don't get how that would drive you crazy, but
I mean, some people want. I mean, okay, so Scott, it's just like basically think about
I saw my past. Damn it. Now I'm gonna go insane.
No. I mean, like I said, you learn something about yourself that you didn't want to know. Think about it this: like you go through your own personal dungeon to Persona 4 every single time you die in the game, basically.
But that didn't drive them crazy. That made them better people.
I mean, it does. Don't get me wrong. It does make some of them better people, but in the sense that, like, imagine like for the people that don't want to accept these things.
That
You
wouldn't
know,
drive
like
you
that's
crazy. You could also just ignore it, like
But
Cartman does in South Park.
no, but what was it? But there was another thing. Well, okay, this is kind of a spoiler, but not a huge one. But there was another thing where these people, like, they became obsessed with that feeling. They became obsessed with like the idea of seeing their home, and they felt as though when they died, they were back home. And what they did was they constantly they carried a shrine that like respawned them instantly after they died and like back on the battlefield. And then what they would do is they would go into battle and they would just die over and over and over again. They would just go run into attacks and die on purpose so that they could experience their past lives. You know, and it's like and these people were just driven mad for the desire to get back home. Because and it shit kind of gets real like when one guy's like, why the fuck are you doing this? It's like insanity. Like you guys are legit like not okay right now. And the guy's like you like what, you enjoy fucking being here? I was gonna get married. I was like I was engaged. I was gonna get married next week or the week after before this happened, and now I'm here.
Mommy put it down on the table.
Boo-hoo.
Dude, it's fucking. I love it.
I mean, and you can. I'm not saying you can't enjoy something.
I know you're not saying. I'm just gushing a little bit because I really like the series. Let me know. But anyways, so yeah, no, I was actually talking about. Oh, shit, what's the name of this damn anime? Hold on. You gotta pull up the damn name. Alpharetta?
Okay.
Alpharetta. Where that's edgy SAO, like freaking
Except it's
like
also a lot better than SAO.
the manga maybe, but the anime is hot shit. Scott, I'm guessing you read the manga, right?
I read part of it. I know Russell reads the light novel, and he says it's by far one of his favorite isekais to ever exist.
So Scott, check this out. The anime first episode, not even the first episode. The anime completely skips the part where they're in the real world. They just skip it. They skip all the way to the part like they skip immediately to the part where he drops down into the he gets knocked down into the bottom of the dungeon and gets his arm cut off and eaten by a bear. That's the first episode. The first part of the first episode.
Yeah.
And they just constantly keep flashbacking to like random shit that happened since they've been there, and like legitimately, if you don't pay enough attention, you can literally watch the entire first episode and not even realize it's an isekai, because that's how little they show. The only things that will give you any sign in the first episode that is an isekai is that in the opening they show them in their like school uniforms and like some kind of portal opening, and real quick it's literally just a still frame with an effect put over it. That's it. Like the scene in the opening where they show them in their school uniforms getting sucked into the world is literally they're just in like the class. It's just a still frame of them all standing in the classroom with the effect over it, and they're shaking the still frame around as the portal effect opens. And then like a line where the main character says, "When we were brought to this world." That's it. That's it. I'm not even joking.
I haven't touched the anime.
If you missed those two things in the first episode, you would not. Like, you thought they butchered freaking Goblin Slayer, Scott.
They did.
You thought they butchered Goblin Slayer was watchable.
I mean, that's technically watchable.
No, Scott, it's legitimately like it was
like
hard.
As much as you don't want to admit it, like it may be bad, but it's technically watchable.
Scott, it was okay. Goblin Slayer. Okay, let me rephrase that. Goblin Slayer was.
I mean, I'm not saying Goblin Slayer is not watchable.
Goblin Slayer's anime. If you're not coming from the manga, Goblin Slayer's anime was enjoyable.
You're really mysterious.
But apparently,
I enjoyed it.
like this you could probably enjoy. You may not know it's an isekai, but that doesn't immediately ruin all the rest of the series.
That's not the only problem. Because by the way, Scott, trust me, I've watched like 5 episodes of this anime. And Julian, you sat on the phone with me and listened to me bitch about this fucking show for a couple
Why
minutes.
have you watched 5 episodes if you think it's hot garbage? And that it's unwatchable, according to you.
Not unwatchable. It's not unwatchable.
Yet you watched 5 episodes. Yet you watched 5 episodes.
I'm a little embarrassed to say why I continued to watch it, even though I acknowledge that it was bad. Okay, so can we leave it there?
No.
You leave it there, please.
Nope.
I'm not. No, I'm not opening up my soul for stream like that. No, thank you.
But you found one of the characters hot, I'm guessing.
No, that's nothing that shallow or superficial. Trust me, it's not something that like the fact that I watched the thing that motivated me to watch like 5 episodes of it is not something that I like about myself.
Come check this. Hang on, new kid. We have to wait till it's clear. Come check this out.
So can we move on?
After stream, you're gonna talk about it.
It's fine, whatever. Anyways,
because I am very fucking curious. What would motivate you to watch like 5 episodes of a series that you're calling hot garbage and unwatchable?
Anyways, okay, not unwatchable, but it was definitely hard to watch because, like I was just so frustrated when.
So hard to watch when I was like halfway through the series.
The only thing that I cared about in the series was the main character and his struggle to get out the dungeon, and I wanted to see pretty much what I wanted to see. What I was waiting for basically was him reuniting with the class, and them, and the contrast with this like new, with this new what's the word? Like main character that has grown, even though the anime literally never gave you a chance to get to know him before he became Edgelord God King, which is what I call him. Like the anime just like jumps you in and you like kind of see him as like a weak piece of shit for a couple seconds, and then he turns into like Edgelord. But freaking I was so annoyed when they're showing his story, and then they would then show the characters, like show the characters that I know nothing about, the classmate characters that I know nothing about because the anime didn't do anything to establish these characters. I know nothing about these characters. I know nothing about them. And it would just show them. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe main character person is dead. Do you remember when he died? And they'll flashback to when he died. Oh my god, it's so terrible. Then they'll flashback to like freaking like some studies that they were having when they first got there. And then they'll go back to the character to the classroom and oh my god, I can't believe he's dead. Let's flashback again to when he died again. I'm not even joking. Like they literally like went to like in the middle of them showing the progression of the main character. They went to the class, like talking, like lamenting about him dying. Then they went to a flashback of him dying, and then they went to then from there they went back to the class talking about him dying, and then they went back to a flashback of like them of what happened before he died, and then they went back to them talking about him dying, and then they flashback about him. Then they did another flashback of him dying again. The same animation, just with something added. It was with like a little thing added at the end of it. I was just like the padding. So
yeah, all 5
annoying.
episodes of it.
Like, and then there was one scene where there's like something important was happening with the main character. He was like learning some truth, and then they decide, let's show the class that you have not established any kind of like we have not established any kind of connection with, because you barely saw them except for when they were just lamenting about the main character who they think is dead, who was not dead. But so let's go back to the class and show them fighting the behemoth again. That like the main character quote unquote died during that fight, and just show the entire fight.
Make way for Mysterion.
But I don't care, and you gave me no reason to care. Like, oh.
But don't worry, you got through 5 episodes of it.
I will say this. Like, some of the main characters' aesthetics is cool. That's like kind of what some of the problems. I like the fact that he shoots magic out of a gun. I mean, that's interesting. I like the fact that he like makes like freaking like makeshifts, puts together goddamn weaponry, and like grenades and shit. And like he generally fights different from everybody else in the world, and it's kind of cool. You know, the contract, like, what was it? The at times the chemistry between him and the vampire chick is kind of cute. You know, like, I mean, I at least found it entertaining when she's like just like hanging on his backpack, like just lazily hanging on his backpack while he's walking, and then she decides she wants to eat, so she just bites him. Don't even ask. she just bites him and just starts like drinking, and just like ask hello, like ask, fucking bite people. What the fuck? But so like those scenes, I would say, were somewhat enjoyable. Everything else that the scene was sandwiched in was fucking hot garbage. Like everything else that those scenes, it was like the best way I can probably describe it was just that they were just 2 different anime. One was mildly entertaining and basically the mindless isekai fan service, not in the sexual fan service way all the time. Sometimes they had some like fan service stuff happen, but like the mindless isekai fan service, you know, your typical isekai fanfare, mixed with the most uninteresting anime of all time. Like the other side is be the most uninteresting anime of the season, and it's just like weird, you know. But I honestly skipped the fight with the behemoth they had too. Like, that's how much I did not care about those characters. I legitimately, when they started fighting the behemoth the second time, I legitimately just, okay, you know what? Instead of fast forwarding through the video until I got to the back to the point where the main character was learning the truth that he was learning. That's how much I legit just did not care.
No, I can't speak for it because, like I said, I haven't actually. Like, I read a little bit of the manga.
I'm sure the manga's much better. I mean,
I just know that Russell keeps wanting me to read that light novel because he says that it's like the best isekai to ever exist, or at least his favorite.
Okay, I don't know if I would. Actually, I definitely probably wouldn't call it the best isekai to exist. The best isekai to exist. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone's fucking amazing. Like, Dr. Stone's technically an isekai, and it's fucking amazing. It is. It's an
isekai in a loose sense, yeah.
Yeah,
like it's a time isekai.
Yeah, and I love it. It's amazing. I've been reading it. I couldn't, like, after the last episode, I couldn't wait another week.
Oh, how far are you?
They just made like the cell phone.
Oh, okay.
The quote unquote cell phone. You want to call that monstrosity a cell phone?
I mean, it is a cell phone.
I mean,
it's more of a regular phone, but it is kind of like a cell phone as well.
I mean, yeah, because it doesn't. It like, you know, it has wireless capabilities, which makes it kind of like a cell phone. But I mean, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But
no, like, so you're near the end of the Tsukasa arc.
Yeah, like they just came up with like the plan to trick the other army. Well, I'm just gonna be able to read it. Like, I don't think this is like a good idea, guys. Like, this is, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, you might win you the fight, but this might cause more trouble than it's worth.
But
you know, but yeah. What was it?
Great. Where they're currently at in the manga is very interesting.
Bro, like, legitimately.
I also did
everybody
notice
there,
something Well, like, that's the whole thing. Like, there's a great cast of characters. But that means
like,
you've
oh,
also
man.
met my favorite character.
Is it Sukyu?
No.
Suika.
Suika is number 2.
Suika?
Suika is number 2.
Yeah,
The
Suika.
little
She's
girl with the
adorable.
pumpkin.
She's just fucking adorable.
So my issue with my favorite
The old
character
man?
is I'm not sure how his name is pronounced.
Oh. Which character is he?
The Mentalist, Gen. I call it
Oh
Gen.
yeah, I like him. Yeah, he's good. I like him. He's just like, I'll betray the army of super strong people for a cola.
Like his entire point is that I'll just be on the winning side.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like,
and the point was that if he showed him the fact that you can make soda means that clearly you can make whatever you're aiming for.
True.
And if with your knowledge and stuff like that, I'm clearly on the winning side.
I feel like soda is a relatively low bar, but yeah, let's go
yeah,
with
but at the same time, when it's been 3,700 years, and like, you look at some of those food items and you're like, that was the last time I'll ever have that item. Like, period.
I don't know, man. I'll betray Arby for soda.
And then the other thing is too that the anime I noticed took out Chrome's catchphrase.
What's this? Wait.
Where he keeps being like, "Oh, this is one bad item." Like, he does that a lot.
I didn't see that in the manga.
Where are you reading it?
You know, that's a good question. I'm reading it off an app, and the app doesn't tell me where it's coming from. Like, because I'm not reading off the same app. The official
translation, actually, like, he says that quite a bit. Like, when he finds something new, he's like, "Yeah, that's a bad rock or whatever." It's like B with a lot of A's and then a D. And in the anime, they were just like badass once, and that was it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But like, what was it? I like probably my favorite characters would probably be like I agree with you that Gen, let's call him Gen. He's my third favorite character.
Gen I just love because I love mentalists, like just psychologists like that. Suika's amazing.
Suika, there you go, Suika. I like Suika. She's fucking adorable. But my favorite character is definitely like the old craftsman man, like where he just every time he gets excited, he's just, his muscles just rip his clothes off. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I just love this like legitimately. I just love the scene where like freaking I think it was like Chrome. He just took him aside and whisper like to whisper into his ear about like an idea that he had, and then you just see him just like flex and his clothes just like explode off of him.
Yeah. That was when he told him I think about the water wheel.
Yeah, the water wheel. That's what it was. Oh my god, it's like I love it. I love like everything. Scott, I needed this. I needed a shonen series that was shonen about science.
I told you about this so long ago.
I know you did.
I
know you did. I'm sorry.
And you just didn't trust me. And it's like,
I know. Not that I didn't. No, actually, no. It's not that I didn't trust you. I had no
didn't
doubt.
hop on this when I was like,
I know
you need to.
I know that it was good, but I said that I want to wait till the anime comes out because I wanted to watch the anime for it. The anime came out. I watched 2 episodes, and then I couldn't like stand to wait, so I just started reading. So, like, I just couldn't stand to wait, so I just started reading because it's just too good. You know, it's like it's not like Fire Force where it's just like, yeah, I can just wait. It's not that great, but freaking, it's.
I don't know. Fire Force, like I said before, killed me. Like,
yeah,
like
but
all my hype of it.
But freaking like Dr. Stone is just like, no, I cannot wait. This is just too good.
I don't care what you were defending. You could have gotten hurt.
The fuck are you talking about?
Impervious to getting his butt spanked?
That came out of nowhere. Like, legitimately, what were we talking about for you to even say that, sir?
He's not wrong.
You know what, Julian? You know what? I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Bitch, do you go out?
I do things. I don't tell you everything that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Yeah, he's got booty calls occasionally.
Occasionally.
Lies
See?
and slander. He does. He has none. He has none. There is no booty call. I don't know why Jacques lying. I don't know who he's lying to either. Himself?
He's got to keep up appearances, man.
Well, Julian, like, listen, I know you don't like it and you're jealous, but I mean, listen, dude. I told you this wasn't gonna work out, okay?
But no, like, Dr. Stone is so great.
Okay, Serpicon one, I told you not to tell me don't tell me what to do on my free time, and two, what are you even talking about? I was talking about an anime. I wasn't even talking about a game.
Yeah, we watch anime as well.
Yeah, we watch anime. We do other things, and also I don't even watch anime that much, and I'll probably watch anime more than I play video games. Actually, no, not probably. I definitely watch anime more than I play video games. I don't even watch anime all that much. You know what I do with my time, Serpicon one? Also, aside from that, little like what I do with my time.
I feel like that
Serpicon
fills
1,
up like 90% of your time.
No, not 90%. That'd be a drastic waste of time. I would freaking what I do with most of my time in the Serpicon one is I research things about finance and the stock market and like ways to save money, ways to make money, ways to like these. This is what I do with my time. And before I did that with my time, what I did was I researched things about science. I researched things. I researched things about like science, technology, and new cutting edge technology online. And before during the tech, the same time I did that, I researched programming, and I learned like moderately 3 different programming languages. So, shut it.
Okay.
I'm just annoyed because it's just like I don't know. I literally told him that I don't even play that many video games. But he's the narrative that
God!
All you do is play video games all day. No, I don't. I can't even say I wish. No, I don't. Cause I don't even wish that's all I did all day.
I didn't even mean to go in there.
It's not like bro, you don't know me. Stop acting like you know me. Like I was cordial about this the first couple times, but I'm like legit annoyed.
How do I stop this thing from doing what it's doing right now? Has to be a way to get. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just keep going, I guess.
Come on, go through the hoop. Batman must jump through hoops.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Have fun jacking off. No. Fuck you, game. I mean, I love you, game.
You know, you hate it.
You're just fucking bitch. No, I just hate some of the missions in this game.
Oh God!
Again, this is all shit that's only for 100%. If you're not going for 100%, this game's pretty fun. Going for 100%, this game can suck a dick. What the fuck? Wow, way to screw me over, game. That's cool. Just screw me over, it's fine. Like, nah, it's cool. Yes, I'm a homebody. I mean, I'll go out occasionally, but it's like, no, I would much prefer to stay home.
I'm
Through
back.
the fucking hoop.
Drop the conversation.
This game.
Drop that conversation, sir. No one's like you got me. No one else is gonna answer that. Yo, like you got my tired ass to answer that stupid question, but you're not gonna get anybody else to answer it.
I technically did.
Oh, well, what did you say?
I said yes. I'm a homebody, and that's it. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that.
How do I fucking do this? I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
So I finally got that. Okay, it's just a character I need strength for.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
What do you mean where I go?
This seems kind of like overkill.
Firefly unlocked.
So Julian, which one do you think? Which one of the two? Like, if we were to become popular, Julian, or like whereas we actually have like enough of a fan following for people to like actually like give a shit about reporting about what happens with our channel and shit. Which one do you was like between me and Scott do you think will like spark this big controversy for flipping out on the fans first?
Probably you at this point.
Maybe.
Because I already had like issues of that, so I'm actively against it. Like I'm actively trying not to.
I think I'm due.
You apparently not so much.
Yeah, because if I was like, we were a bigger channel, I do some stuff. I do some stuff aside from work. But what was it? Well, like yeah, like freaking damn, what was I about to say? Yeah, like freaking I was just like thinking, I was like, damn, if we were a bigger channel, like that outburst would be all over goddamn would be all over goddamn you like news networks and shit. News like media outlets and shit.
Okay.
Seems kind of like overkill. I don't see a switch
You have to do like an apology video. I'll have to apologize, and you and Julian will have to apologize for me.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh
Finding
shit, what? It's like another way to there? That's what I like about freaking From Software games. There's just like multiple ways to get everywhere.
Okay, my phone is dying, so I can't really look at chat anymore.
That has to be for me to look at.
It's the only problem.
God, the fucker got shit.
We're worried about what? Only I can make fun of the fact that I have a short temper and going to get my ass in trouble one day. So who's right about what's to become one? Alright, only I can joke about this fact. I don't care how true it is, goddammit.
switch anywhere. This seems kind of like overkill.
No, no, ah, why would it push it back in front of the door?
I don't see. Switch anywhere. find a way to cut the power.
What the hell? I have a Dr. Seuss poem for you all.
Oh, but
The
God,
Cat
please
in
do
the
the one I
Hat.
think it is. Oh,
The Cat in the Hat got a smack on his nose for trashing the house of little girl Rose. The cat in this hat wasn't taking no smack, and he gave that little girl one straight back. He was charged and forced to go into jail. His cellmates entered him like he's the sea to a whale. Now his only hat is attached to a chair. He cries for God, but he isn't there. Like, what the fuck?
shit, what? That was only I didn't get the now was only hat attached to a chair part.
Oh, he's in an electric chair.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, he killed the girl or something?
No.
This thing's here. The other problem I had.
You're thinking too deep about it.
I mean, Scott, that's typically what I. Holy shit, this motherfucker got lasers.
It's a joke,
but
Jock.
Scott,
It's a joke.
well, I mean, okay, look, let's be real. Like, typically, you don't get the chair for slapping a bitch.
It's a joke.
No, I'm gonna ruin the joke. Screw you.
God.
No.
Jock's like that person that's like, why couldn't the koala bear be, you know, like, freaking, like drive a car or whatever, because he didn't have the qualifications. You'd be the one sitting there like, oh, it's because, like, he's a fucking bear. It's like, no, you jackass.
Yeah, man, like, bears can't drive cars. The fuck? Like,
Who is driving? Bear is driving.
Oh my god, Bear's driving. How could that be?
Okay, new kid. We have to sneak past this guy to that door over there.
I love that show.
All 5
I wish they had
episodes of
given more seasons. There's more than 5
what show?
episodes. It was 12. Clerks, the animated series.
Oh.
Good series.
You got this.
Hooray! Now I gotta find, like, other random things around. Because I guess that's just what they deem fun. Is, hey, here's 5, like, things you gotta find on this giant-ass planet. Isn't that fun?
What game are you playing right now? Sound like you're playing No Man's Sky.
He is so
Lego Batman 3.
I don't know what makes you think he was gonna stop all of a sudden.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we were
I'm
telling
too
him that
close
he
to the
should probably
ending.
take a break for this game. I don't know, maybe
Like, I'm
take your
too close
advice.
to the ending to not give... to, like, not stop playing. Or to not keep playing.
You know what a cop is, new kid? A cop is a slave.
And then I can start my next
Robot
platinum
who's told
trophy.
not to think for himself. It's the politicians who are the real
Which will be the
bigots.
Lego Harry Potter
That mayor
games.
has been
This
sitting
shit
in her
this shit
office
gets
telling us we
crazy
have to
deep,
change our ways.
crazy.
The only way
This
to have her
is
removed
getting
was to
crazy
raise
stupid
crime
real
in the
quick.
streets. And now cops are finally able to do things the
First it
old
went
way
from
again.
deep to
Don't you
stupid.
see this is
You're sitting there like, this is getting crazy deep. Oh, I meant crazy stupid.
Oh, man, I meant stupid.
What?
Like,
Yeah, like, deep and stupid are the
mean
same
deep,
thing.
I meant stupid.
Because he doesn't
Yeah.
understand either.
Frickin' cause
it's true.
Well-
Grab me by the balls.
well,
Almost
there's
by
a
the balls.
deeper fucking shit going on in this game, in this subplot, but at the same time, it's fucking stupid.
This is a trap. I'm sorry.
Okay,
kid,
let's-
You left me no choice.
I mean, like,
Swap
fucking.
to the space.
Oh
so that I
shit.
Eating the Subway sandwiches. His name is Jared and he's
Oh, what the-
looking good.
Roaming around at the speed of sound.
Oh, we have to fight
Please.
Jared from Subway.
Still gotta follow my
Follow my
rainbow.
rainbow.
If I don't want to
Stick
watch
around, have to keep moving on. What lies ahead? Only one way to find out. I don't feel like we're singing the rest
Okay,
of it.
which one of the... Okay, let's see, Human kite.
Curse you, game. These planets are so big for this. Like, they're not huge, but they're big enough that finding 5 of some tiny item is just really annoying.
This really sounds like No Man's Sky.
If so, then I don't want to play No Man's Sky.
I'm
Because...
joking. I'm somewhat joking. Somewhat. You have a lot of fun at creative mode, Scott.
Would he?
You have a lot of fun just doing shit in creative mode.
Would he?
There's like survival mode where you have like find shit and do shit and all of
Would
that
he?
stuff. I mean, yeah, Julian, you just like pretty much like freely create whatever you want and fly to planets and explore a bunch of different planets and like make whatever the fuck
See,
you want.
like, that would be
Yes.
fun. But... like, if you can do that, then yeah, that would be fun to me.
You know, yo, your friend's on your friend found a cool planet. Make a port, like you just make a you're on another planet. Make a portal, like get the coordinates from him. Make a portal, just go to that planet. I mean, because it's just like Minecraft, where you have where you could just like make any of the materials you want. Like not making it like just like pretty much you could just grab all the stuff you need. You don't need to like craft anything, basically.
I saw that No Man's Sky Beyond or whatever is not getting a physical release.
Oh, is it? Interesting.
Yep. That was announced.
I mean, why would somebody? I don't know, I feel like it's got. I feel like if they're gonna charge more. I mean, if they're gonna charge more than they would for the original game, especially.
Well,
I mean, like, why
technically,
would?
unless you're buying the original game used, you can't really buy the original game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you can buy it used.
Yeah, but the company doesn't make money from that, so I can see why they're re-releasing.
Oh, I guess it's true, but like the thing is,
the only
it's just
ones
like,
that make,
I feel like
make money from that's like GameStop or whatever other.
I just feel like it's a
store
lost.
you're selling it to.
I feel like it's a lost cause because like there are plenty of used copies out there, and they're still for
But even
super
then,
cheap.
that relies on a shit ton of updates that you now have to download. So if your internet's not very good or something like that for downloading updates.
Okay, I mean that I will give you that, but I feel like that's a really small audience. But that is
It's
an
the
audience.
same reason people would buy some of the other stuff. I mean, the one benefit is that it's all free DLC, but
kids are pretty tough. But now let's see how you deal with
Yeah.
at the same time, like, well, let them do it.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna like say no. I'm just saying I don't know if this is.
I don't know
very
how well it'll
cost-effective
sell,
for them.
no, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like, they chose to do it.
You know, because I feel like No Man's Sky is definitely a good game now. Like at the same time though, was it? Oh wait. At the same time though, you know, I feel like. I mean, it's just too easy for people to just like get a used copy. But I mean, I guess for that small audience of people that that don't have internet, I mean that's good for them. But again, I feel like it's a really small audience.
I don't know, because like a used copy is still like 25, 30 bucks.
You sure? I thought it was like $15.
Not anymore. Not once all that
it went up.
DLC stuff
It went
came
up.
out, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, supply and demand. So you know that makes sense.
Like when it sucked ass, it was like $15. Now that it's become a decent game, everyone's like, "Oh, well, I'll buy it." And now it's like, "Well, yeah, now the price is up."
What are the police doing with the people they arrested?
How should I know? I'm just a sandwich guy.
New kid, fart in his face.
Like, I think that's one thing people never understood about, like, GameStop pricing, or any used game store pricing, like,
There's more cells down below.
oh, why isn't my copy of, like, Madden 2019 doing well? Because no one wants your Madden 2019 when Madden 2020's out. Like, so of course I'm not gonna give you a lot of money for it, and you can buy it for now dirt cheap, because again, no one wants it.
It's your decision, new kid.
But they're all like, no, you should give me, like, more money for this. No. It's called supply and demand, bitch. Like, we've got shit tons of these things. We don't want them. We're purposely making the amount we give you low because we don't want you to trade it in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It was right of you to not fart in his face after he told us what we needed to know.
This is gonna be just like the fucking bug. Goddamn bug all over again. I just need one. One of these fuckers. That's all I need. I just need one.
Honestly, though, honestly, like when it comes to at this point, because of what No Man's Sky did, or like what like Hello Games did with No Man's Sky, freaking when they talk about games that fucking came back from the goddamn ether, I don't feel like I don't feel like they can't mention freaking like what was it? I don't feel like No Man's Sky can not be mentioned.
But you know what?
Jesus Christ.
Any game that they ever released at this point, I would completely never buy at launch. I'm not gonna lie, because clearly, like, they make it better later.
I wouldn't buy their next game at launch. I would wait and see.
No, because like
will happen. But the game after that, I might buy at launch.
Depending on how that game goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it seems like they'll eventually make a good game, just, you know, eventually, after we've already gotten your money.
I mean, honestly though, like I feel like I understand what happened behind No Man's Sky though. It's a little bit more complicated, and they lied and then made up for it. Because a lot of people don't know that they had this like huge flood that destroyed like everything. It just destroyed everything that they were working on. They had to actually start from scratch. And freaking
but at the same time,
Sony, likely at that point, because Sony had already been hyping the game up, rushed them to get it out, and so they.
But
came
at
out
the
with
same time, in interviews right beforehand, he was still hyping game features that he knew would not be in the game at launch.
Yeah, and that's because like what was it? Sean Murray is a real bad PR guy. He's terrible at it.
And like,
okay, so pretty much this, Scott. This is what happens when you get like Travis to hype your game.
Because it's like that's the problem. Is that?
Am I wrong, Julian?
Anyway,
like he was just doing bad at it. Like features that he knew wouldn't be in the game, they were still like, oh yeah, like totally, guys, that'll be in.
Well, okay. Well, you guys, I think we're gonna call it a stream for tonight.
Okay, good. I'm tired.
Well, no, because you know I have another lengthy amount of things to do after this. Because I remember what's coming up next, and it's not gonna be a short mission either. It's not gonna be short, and I'm not gonna be able to finish it in 10 minutes. So, yeah. Well, this is the end of the stream. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank all you guys for being here and listening to me basically just argue the entire time, like tiredly argue and make terrible points.
You got a soft heart, kid.
I'll do better next time.
Take that, Captain Diabetes. Anyway, okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.